Twitch, are you out there? I can hear me. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Who do we have around the fountain today? Guys, we are getting ready to start something in this little world of Waterdeep. It's a pretty exciting adventure to decide to form a party and go after really the biggest prize of all. I don't know of any campaign that I've ever been involved with where there's this much at stake for you to personally get. Usually it's like you're going to save the world or something ridiculous like that. But this is about making money, and succeeding in the world of Waterdeep. It's kind of a big deal. And I think it's the most exciting adventure that I've ever had the chance to check out. And I have been poring over every single module I can get my hands on. And I found some resources where I can get every single resource, every single module that's ever been out there. And it's loads of fun. So I'm super excited to share this with you guys and welcome. You guys are the ones that are here. And big borrower steal. We found ways to make this happen, I guess, is a true statement for the four of us. And here we are around the fountain, getting ready to start a campaign. And I want to start off like we do. And I'm going to select you guys and drop you right in. Oh, wait, let me make sure before I do anything. Yeah, I didn't actually do that. Boom. That's all it is. And then I select you. I right click on you and I go to my mass roll initiative button. Boom. And now we are in turn order, guys. Oh no. Combat. Well, we'll start right there then. We'll roll the dice, see what they say, and go from there. And hold on, let me switch out because I'm still in the local version of the game. I'm going to my ghost. Anyway, Magahum the Forgotten. Hello and welcome. Introduce yourself, please.
Okay, so Magum the Forgotten is a human barbarian. His background is folk hero. He's tall, 6'6", big beard, big hair, lots of fur, carries axe, shield. He's not much of a sword man. But he has soft eyes. I'll give you his backstory. Magum the Forgotten. Rage. Rage is in all creatures. Deep and still as a lake under a mountain. Cold it sits waiting. It's not the fevered beast thrashing against its chains. It's not the all-consuming anger that drowns reason. It's contained and still. It waits. Rage is responsible for the survival of beasts. A tiger wells with rage when it kills, not in anger but in power. An elk rages as it runs from the wolf pack. If it does not, it becomes the meal. Uncontrolled, it destroys, breaks, and is wasted like water in sand. With focus, determination, and purpose, it is a well of power that few can withstand. I have felt anger in my life on more than a few occasions, but never true rage. The first seems so long past now. But as with most first-time experiences in life, it's burnt into the memory, sharp and clear. The forest was my life. It provided all that I and my family could need. I worked the forest like a farmer works his land, with care and respect. It fed us, sheltered us, clothed us, protected us, hid us, and taught us. But it was quick to punish. It ruled by the laws of strength and cunning, and those that failed its measure perished and became food. It was in this forest that I first tasted the nectar that is rage. My first experience lacked all reason or control. It was raw and foul and base. It had no focus and lacked precision. It was wasted. The winter, it had been hard, and the animal spirits unfavorable to the hunt. Food was scarce and my family hungered. In these times of famine, a solitary hunter can survive well, but a tribe, it suffers. So many mouths to feed. The old and sickly and young were the first to go. Some abandoned to the forest for the better of the group, others given to the spirits to change their favour. I also had a separate curse. One most men drink of willingly, but it was to be my teacher. I had a beautiful wife, Sigourn, skin like snow, eyes the deep green of the forest. She was the snow leopard, graceful and with her fine pelt and curves. But these caught the eye of other hunters, and I, if truth be told, was inattentive and too much in love with the forest. I didn't see the sign until it was too late. When I found them, I froze, my mind overloaded, unbelieving. What was I seeing? My wife? What? It washed over me. The hard winter, the lack of food and game, the suffering of my children, the weight and responsibility and my failure to provide. My wife laying with a faceless man. It washed over me like an avalanche, a snake, twisting in my guts and spitting poison and bile. Hot, acrid taste in my mouth. I became feral, base, no thought or logic, just raw destruction. The rage overcame me. Washed away, Magoon. There was no self, only the desire to kill and rend and maim. The beast that I was lunged at the man. I tore at him, as would a starving pack of wolves. Dashing forward, I grabbed both his arms, still wrapped around my wife, and snapped them back behind his shoulder blades to a muffled crack. From behind, I placed my hand over his head, digging my fingers into his eyes, and pulled his head back. Grabbing his bottom jaw, I ripped it free. In a fog of madness, I flayed him. I desiccated his body as I howled. The day, the day I tasted rage, I gave myself to the forest, and the forest saved me. From the animals I learnt the truth of rage. From their spirits I was given peace. I still carry the jaw of my wife's lover. It reminds me of rage lost, wasted, and the end of my life. The Magoom that entered my home that day is forgotten. I am Magoom the Forgotten.
Nice. So, sounds like a lot of fun. Well, when you're ready, click into turn. Oh, do you know
Right.
where that's at? Yeah, hold on. Okay, good, good. Sorry, I was looking at the Twitch stream like it was the game. Sorry, go ahead. Pickle.
Okay.
This is
So,
new. All right.
yeah, this is new even for me. So Pickle, he is a blonde-haired human male. He looks to be relatively young. Um, I guess I'll just jump kind of into his background. He likes to wear green armor. That's his thing. He likes the color green. So Pickle, he's not exactly sure where he came from. His first memory involves some weird bright lights, some weird gray, tall creatures with long arms touching him, and he awoke in a forest near Waterdeep. He quickly found out that apparently he can now use magic. That's pretty rad, he thought. He also noticed there was a small squirrel, and that was sitting on his shoulder, and he could telepathically communicate with the squirrel. And squirrels aren't all about nuts like a lot of people think. They have feelings too. So he bonded with it over, a couple weeks, and they were wandering the forest just outside of Waterdeep, unbeknownst to him, where he was, and he stumbled upon a group of people with these weird hats on, and he wasn't exactly sure what was going on, so he just walked out and said hi to them. Turned out they were all a bunch of traveling wizards. They belonged to some school of magic called Divicrastination or something like that. He really doesn't even remember. They taught him a lot of cool things. They realized he could use magic, and they're like, "Hey, try this. Hey, try this." So he was cleaning pots with magic, which he thought was pretty cool. And he also learned how to pretty much read everything he wants to and how to speak pretty much any language. That was pretty rad. One of them always referred to herself as the Black Staff, and Pickle thought that was a weird thing for a lady to call herself, but he wasn't about to say anything to her. He decided to follow her into the city and maybe, study magic. She gave him the offer. He decided to accept. His short attention span kind of earned him a bit of a reputation inside of the academy. He had very small issues with paying attention to anything in general. Now, don't get him wrong, like, Pickle learned a lot of things about magic, but not really any kind of practical use of magic. He understands that sometimes people can be bad and they should be punished, but the whole fine line of right and wrong, that seems just completely too broad for him. He likes to kind of make his own opinions on situations. Yeah, he also has one day, Blackstaff came and talked to him, and she asked him to cast a spell, and as usual, he just kind of, okay, yeah, I'm gonna try that. He had no idea what it did, and nothing happened after he cast the spell. And Blackstaff smiled at him and walked away. And since then, every night before he goes to bed, his toothbrush magically flies up in the air and brushes his teeth for him. Sometimes he'll even, if he wakes up in the middle of the night and he's thirsty, a glass of water will float next to his bed. He's not exactly sure what happened or why it does that, but he's not complaining because let's face it, you don't have to brush your own teeth. That's a win. Blackstaff eventually told him, "You're kind of a piece of shit. You need to get some experience. So go travel around with some people." And she told him her friend Durnan over at the Yawning Portal should be able to find him someone. And yeah, that's exactly how he found his way here right now. And he is a human wizard, and his background is a sage.
So, and she told him that he's just a piece of shit. What is he?
In a
That was pretty
nutshell,
brutal. Is that how she rolls? Huh? Wow.
yeah, she's very forward, Blackstaff
Okay.
is, and she told him
Okay.
that he needs to stop being a piece of shit, and she thinks this will fix him. So
Oh,
she sent
fixed
him
him.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys, people that have done the Blue Alley thing, there's a thing we can do, but they're amazed at what the city of Waterdeep will put up with. That is almost like guaranteed to murder kill people who yearn to be adventurers, and so like tough love is definitely a thing in Waterdeep. It's pretty brutal, and the Yawning Portal is proof. Like everybody knows that he's charging people to send them to their death. Like it's pretty. That's pretty rough, man. That's Durnan's like whole entire deal.
Nascent hole.
And it's funny that he doesn't even recognize. He just can. He's completely oblivious to the euphemism, and but that's just how he rolls. So he's quite a trip. Anyway, hold on.
Trip.
All right.
More like a throw.
He will trip you in. I don't know. How many of you guys have even been in to the Yawning? I think only
I have.
Dane. You've been in. Okay. So you know that trip. That's a fun trip. But welcome and thank you. Nice job, Pickle. And end of turn. You guys all got the end of turn thing down. Take it away, Holnar.
Oh, you're already ahead. Damn. All right. So this short little dwarf is named Hulnar Shelren. He is about 4'5" and just as wide. Doesn't have much of an accent because he's a city dwarf and he thinks himself more refined than most mountain dwarves, but he really isn't much different. He lived in Waterdeep most of his life, early life being fairly unremarkable. Always been pretty good with his hands, especially when it comes to breaking things, mostly people's faces, as he often got into a lot of trouble with his younger brother, mostly in bars. His younger brother, a few years back, was actually killed by what Hulnar believes to be a drow woman, who he has never actually found the identity of and is still searching to this day. Fell into a drunken depression for many years, in and out of various pubs and taverns, plenty of which he broke things and got kicked out of, until he had a vision or possibly drunken hallucination of Gond, who told him to go forth and stop being so useless and do something with his life. Because he's got the gift of creation and he needs to use it, God damn it. Or me, damn it. So he ended up joining an organization of tinkers and smiths in Waterdeep who call themselves the Cogwrights. They think very highly of themselves, even though they are less than like 20. Holnar himself made a name for himself in the art of smithing, and a little bit of tinkering from his gnomish associates in regards to its application to weapons and armor. He typically always wears his forge gear over his chainmail, sleeveless chainmail, which he is currently wearing. He's got a big old canvas and leather forge apron on, with a bunch of tools and stuff hanging off the belt and the pouches. His intention when coming to the Yawning Portal is he's actually on contract with the Cogwrights to go deep into the under mountain and find the lost smithing arts of the, I cannot pronounce that clan name for my life, Malarkin. I believe that's right. Which he is trying to recover for the clan in more ways than one. His personal goal, however, is to use the supposedly lost research that Malarkin had started to create, which pertained to creating a mechanical man. And he believes that there are actually a small number of Malarkins yet still alive, as there are little bits and pieces of lore that keep popping up about this supposedly long dead dwarven clan that he keeps finding throughout like the city and libraries and archives, stuff that doesn't quite match up. So his quest is to find these dwarves if they still exist, and if necessary, make them teach him the ways of their smithing, and if not, take them.
Excellent. Melikarn is the way I always say it, but I could
Karen.
absolutely. I just read it and I'm saying it, so I have no idea the right way to say it either. I'm just, after looking at it for a while written, that's what I think it is, but I could totally be wrong too. So I'm definitely not an authority on the source. And my attitude is, you guys, your backstory is your story, right? You get to do whatever you want with it. If you want to change the name of how you say it, I'm not going to stop you. It's totally your thing. But yeah, nice stuff. And if you don't think that there is a Temple of Gond in this town, and you can definitely know that we're going to be paying them a visit. You'd have to. How would you not, right? If there's a Temple of Gond in the town, Holnar has to pay them a visit. I mean, that's just.
No, I mean, where do you think he went after his drunken hallucination?
Right. So we need to wait till you see what's there. Yeah, I'm ready. So that sounds like fun. We'll have to get to that as soon as possible. But who knows? Anything can happen in this world, and usually does. So when you're ready, click into turn.
Oh yeah, that's right, racing class. Dwarf Forge Cleric.
Mm-hmm.
There you
go. Good.
Alrighty, so my name is Joran Burrow Brawler. He's a rather large, smelly dwarf with a black beard. Likes to keep his upper lip shaved because he doesn't like his mustache getting in his drink. He's a severe alcoholic with some with a traumatic past and minor abandonment issues. When he was a young dwarf, he traveled with his family. His father was a merchant. They traveled from dwarven strongholds to human settlements and traded for their wares. On one trip, the caravan they were traveling with was attacked by orcs, and he witnessed the slaughtering of his family. He was severely injured, but discovered by a bunch of priests who took him to the nearest healer. After he recovered, he hopped in with the nearest caravan, just intending to get to the next city. And along the way, he got in good with the mercenary band that was protecting the caravan. They eventually decided to hire him. He traveled with them for a couple of years. That's when he developed his drinking problem, trying to forget the loss of his family. Eventually, his drinking problem started costing the mercenary crew more than they were making, so they abandoned him at a dwarven stronghold right as the snows were falling. They got out the pass, and so he was stuck in this fortress for the long winter. And while he was there, he met a new drinking buddy, a dwarven battle rager, who taught him how to fight like a absolute madman. And so as the winter thawed and the caravan started to run again, he hopped in with another group of traders to work as a mercenary. Uh, after meeting up with another caravan on the road, they combined their camps and their stocks of ale and threw a big party. I got blackout drunk, and when I woke up, I was leaning up against this fountain. I have no idea where I am or how I got here. Oh, and I'm a dwarven battle rager.
Okay, cool. Let's so last session though, you found yourself second place in a dinosaur race, right?
I wasn't sure if that was canon or not.
It is now. So let's
All right,
talk
so
about how did you burrow? You were doing a bit of burrowing, and weren't you? But let's tell everybody what you did. Your whole experience, because you had your dinosaur was super attacky too, wasn't he? And
that
tell us
ornery
what you
beast
did.
didn't know
Yeah.
that ornery beast didn't know its front end from its elbow. I had to teach it right. So this thing wasn't cooperating, and so I punched it until it faced the right way around the course, and then I didn't even think about climbing on top of it. I just started running it up the backside with my big head spike and intimidating it away around the course. I ended up passing this silly little elf and making it in second place.
You son of a bitch.
Wait. No, I noticed he missed a thing. Noticed he missed
Oh,
something there,
I
didn't he?
did.
Yeah, as he was passing, he was doing a lot of biting and fighting, right? He was having his beast do a lot of fighting, and at one point you nat one, didn't you? You got a nat one beast because it was a rhino, so you had your butt stuck. You had your head horn stuck up a rhino's butt, and then when he nat one, he stumbled and you went inside the butt hole, didn't you? And you could have you could have wasted a turn by pulling yourself out, but you decided to keep on pushing on, didn't you? Because you didn't want to burn a turn, trying to pull your head out of that rhino's ass.
And it worked.
You came in second place with your head up it was a rhino, right? Wasn't it? No.
Triceratops, yeah.
It was, the rhino on rollerblades kind of comes to mind. But yes, you came in second place, and that was quite a big deal, wasn't it? It was pretty devastating to lose that race, wasn't it? How did losing feel?
Are you asking me? Because I'm the one who lost.
Roscoe, yeah. So, but yeah, that was pretty devastating, wasn't it, for Roscoe?
Well, Roscoe was so upset that he didn't even want to show his face around them again, so he wound up taking off.
I think it's the perfect way for him to exit the game. He failed.
He was a
dinosaur race.
prepubescent, so he starts having a little.
He was too young. He was definitely too young for this. Yeah, we can't, how could you send a child into combat? I would feel terrible.
He went to have a good cry for a while.
Thank you. Yeah, he's got 5 years to grow back to where he started. He was looking young to begin with, so
he's still crying. He hasn't stopped. Trust me.
Really? Oh,
I got him. Yeah, he
just
texted me
crying?
a second ago. Yeah, he's upset.
Oh, dude, you got to let him know you're in the middle of a game. You don't have time. Anyway, so I think Pickle will have a lot more fun. Anyway, Magoon, we're going to go ahead and continue the tradition. What are you thinking? You see the universe reflected in that fountain in front of you. And in the fountain, you see coins. Somebody's throwing them in there. I guess they're hoping to beg for something from Timora, maybe. But there is the universe and you have thoughts and reflections inside your own mind. So this turn, we're just going to go around the fountain and just express our thoughts. What are you guys thinking? And maybe what you look like or anything like that you want to describe? Take it away.
I got fleas again. Damn. Geez, that little fellow with all the spikes looks pretty fun. Looks like a porcupine. Oh, and who's that poof on the other side? What's his go? God. Yep, I got fleas. I can feel him beard.
Pickle, what are you thinking about?
So Pickle's sitting here. He's not paying attention to anybody around him. And he's looking at the fountain. He sees the gold. He just kind of like looks up at his pet squirrel sitting on his shoulder. And he's like, Carlos? He's thinking to himself in his head because Carlos can understand what he's thinking. He's like, Carlos, how cool would it be if you had wings? I just think a flying squirrel would be like the coolest thing ever. Then he looks back to the fountain and he's like, because then you could like dive into the water and you could swim. And he's just imagining little Carlos, like, you've seen like a porpoise, when they, or a dolphin when they're breaching the water. And he's just picturing this in his head right now as he starts right here on the fountain and works his way around. And he's just splashing everybody on the way. And just Pickle thinks that's probably the funniest thing that he can assume at this moment. And then he imagines that Carlos lands right back on his shoulder and he looks over and sees Carlos doesn't have wings anymore like he did in his head. And he's like, it'd just be a lot cooler if you had wings, man. And then he kind of like looks down and that's pretty much all that's going through his head. He's a very simple minded person.
But super smart enough to memorize stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice, well played. Polinar, you got to. I like how you got to you got to metacognition a thing into happening that didn't actually happen, right? You just like imagined it doing it, and so you almost got away with doing a thing just by thinking it happening. So yeah, well played.
That's
everybody-
Pickle's
I
thing.
want to make everybody get wet right now, but damn it, Polnar, what are you thinking?
Well, I've just traveled over here back from the forge. Was just noticing this little squirrel running around the fountain here, and as it splashes some water on me, I noticed that piece of my shirt is still smoldering. So I kind of go, ah! And I just tap it out. Totally was on fire. Didn't even notice. Just give a look to the other three around the fountain, and just kind of give a slight nod to the other dwarf across the fountain.
Good race.
Perfect race. Wait, no, can't say that.
I'm talking about the dino race.
Ah, yes. And I think that's it for me. I already did my looks, didn't I? Yeah, so that's it for me.
Well played, sir. Jordan Brawler, hello. What are your thoughts?
So I'm still grumbling about that stupid lizard not doing what it was told. I'm running my hands down my head spike, trying to clean it off and shaking my hands, and I'm thinking about washing myself off in this fountain, trying to see if I can get away with it. And I'm pretty preoccupied with that. I can smell myself. That's not a good sign.
All right. Magum the Forgotten, you got the first turn of the campaign. What are you going to do with it?
Oh, I gotta walk over to the fountain, stick my matted, filthy head into the fountain, and shake my head around, and then flick my hair back like a supermodel walking out of a beach, and go, well, what a motley fucking crew we are. God. Hey, and you, Spiky, I can smell you from here, mate. What have you been rolling in? And I'm going to walk over to Spiky.
Oh, you can
dude.
respond. Yeah, you can respond. Yeah, this is turn order role play is just he's got the speaking. So right now, when you got turned, you've basically got the you've got the talking stick. That's what I'm looking for. The turn order is basically your talking stick. So just go ahead and interact with each other and do things. All right, role play.
Haven't been rolling in nothing. Damn lizard sat on me.
That would have hurt the lizard. Look at you. You look like a fucking briar.
He certainly wasn't happy about it.
You know,
Well,
how do you hug your wife wearing all that
wife?
Well, woman, whatever. Wife, woman,
Waste
man,
of
I don't
time.
know, child. What do you hug?
Waste of time and money. The only thing a woman's wanting is your purse and your seed. And usually they only want your seed for your purse.
So you've never had one, have you?
Careful, mate.
You haven't. Oh God, you're like a bull without testicles. Oh God.
I tackle him into the fountain.
So
Ooh.
that's not your turn. You don't. Yeah, I don't think that's a reaction you've got.
Okay.
You'll have to wait till your turn to do something like that.
All right, so
You can respond to people, but we're going to limit it to no PvP.
Oh, calm down, calm down. I'm just taking the piss out of you. You're all right, buddy. Chill. I'm sure you've had, lots of young boys.
there's one right now.
Yeah, like that. Look at that. There's a fancy looking one for you.
So Roscoe is just gonna kind of elegantly, basically walk his way down here toward
I
these
thought he
two
was
gentlemen.
Pickle.
Oh, sorry, Pickle. Yeah. He's gonna elegantly walk his way down and look at him, and he's gonna be like, "So you're a dwarf, correct?
Aye.
Okay. So did all dwarfs dress like that?
Only the ones looking for a good fight.
Oh, so you're looking for a fight. Brilliant, brilliant." He kind of claps his hands and he looks at you with like this total just aura of approval. And then he looks over at is it Magum? How do you pronounce that? Is it Magum?
Magoom.
Magoom. And he looks over at Magoom. He's like, "So are you also a dwarf?"
Uh,
Isn't he
no,
like
no.
7 feet tall?
He's 6'6".
So
No,
you're
mate. I'm
not
not.
you're not a very tall
No,
dwarf, right? I take it.
no, no. Sorry,
Ah.
buddy. But
Okay, that would have
I think
been awesome. And he pulls a little like book out and he starts taking notes in it as he's fucking staring at him kind of awkwardly.
But I think this dwarf fancies you, mate.
Fancies me, like he thinks I dress nice,
Oh, he thinks you look nice.
look nice. Well, I do put a lot of attention into the way that I appear to others. I was told that is very important to do. And he kind of like puts his hand up to his chin and just kind of like, he does like the C clamp on his chin, and he's like, "I was just told the more that, you look approachable to people, the more they'll want to talk with you. And it makes a lot of sense. So that's kind of what I'm going for. Did it work?" And he looks at both of you guys for your input.
Oh yeah, I think you work, buddy.
He looks at Yorin. Yorin. Is it Yorin? Did I pronounce
Jorn.
that wrong? Jorn, that's right. Looks at Joran for kind of his input on the situation.
Is he there?
Jordan, you out there? We're waiting for feedback. He is out there. He responded.
No, that was me for him.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was Holner.
All right.
Okay. Well, he clearly notices that this guy's not really paying attention to him, and he's like, "Well, okay, you know what?" And he kind of walks up around the fountain. He says, "Hello, good sir. Are you also a dwarf?"
Holnar turns around towards him and goes, "Yes, why, yes, I am."
"Oh, fantastic!" And he pulls his notebook out and starts taking notes. And he looks back at him. He's like, "Are you Are you a cleric by chance? You have the appearance of a cleric.
I kind of flash him the symbol on my shield and show him the symbol of gun, and I go, "Yes, how'd you guess?"
Oh, I could see the symbol of gun. I'm a scholar of sorts, and thank you. And then he takes some more notes. He says, "Well met." And then he kind of walks back over where he was, and he sits back on the fountain and continues to take notes.
All right. I just kind of walk over to where Jordan and McGroom are, and I give Jordan a pat on the shoulder and say, nice race there, buddy." And I look at my hand and sort of wipe it on my apron really casually. But I don't think Jordan's there, so he's not going to respond.
Yeah, I got him muted.
Alright.
He'll message me when he gets
Shit.
I think he's deep in thought about the fancy-looking fella.
back.
I just kind of
Definitely, yeah, that's exactly what's going on.
and I give McGroom a very high look up as I'm very tiny, and I extend a hand and I say, "Holnar, nice to meet you."
He slaps your hand and gives it a huge shake. Well met, little man.
That's the way a man shakes.
Yep. And then he shakes his head and water sprays off into the air. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm after a bit more than water.
I can say I agree. Oh, also he's back now. He said in the chat. Jordan's back.
What do you say, Spiky? Feel like having a drink?
Aye, let me just wash off real quick. I dunk my head in the water, rub my hand up and down my biggest spikes where I know there's a bunch of crud, and then I just come back up and like bristle real quick. Where to?
I don't know this city very well. But the thing up that building over there looks a bit like a bar to me.
All right, lead the way.
Hey, Fancy. You want
Yes.
to come and have a drink?
Oh, I would love to have a drink. Yes, please.
Come on then, Fancy Pants. Let's go and have a drink.
Oh, I like these people.
He just says aloud.
And the groom heads towards what he believes is the...
Okay, so we're all heading into the bar. Is that the plan?
Aye.
Okay, well, Pickle's going to walk right up and basically head towards Durnan. He's been in the city for a little bit, so he's familiar with the establishment.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. Let's get some drinks.
Barkeep, glass of your strongest stuff.
Name's Durnan. What can I do to you?
How special?
You want the special? I got it. Durnan turns around and grabs just a. There's a lot of tappers on the wall that he's reaching towards, and the one that has like a little bit of what am I trying to say? But like someone went crazy with a bedazzler and just attacked it, and at the very top of the bedazzled tapper is a tiara, a little princess tiara. So then he pours it and he grabs a hold of it. He grabs a hold of it. I'm not hearing it. You already asked for it. He's already doing it. It's done. It's already happening. This is happening. And as he's pulling it down, you're not stopping Durnan midstream. This is happening. You are definitely getting the special. And beam of magic. Here comes glittery, specially, very special. And he pours just a stream of pure glitter, turns and slides it over to you.
That looks like a man's drink.
Pickle looks over and goes, "That looks delicious."
I just take one look at it. I've got glitter like sparkling off my spikes. I'm like, I meant your strongest, not your prettiest. And I slide it over to the boy.
Pickle just takes it gladly, looks at Dern and says, "Thank you."
I'll have a beer, Dernan. Just give me a beer.
Well, you got to make choices first. There's lots of beers. There's lots of things. There's lots of choices here. Everything has a choice. You can't just order a beer. Come on, guys. I'm not basic. I've got lots and lots of choices here. I'm a guy that likes to know that people are able to consent to what they're looking for.
I'll have a
choices.
special ale.
You have the special. All right, Dernan, same story, same as the last one. Turns over and very manly. Just gives you a good blast of glitter in a cup and hands it to you. Enjoy.
All right. Magoon will give it a sniff. And then he'll sort of look at it and give it a chug.
He notices that there's roll a charisma save.
Oh, God.
Certainly your best stat.
It's got to do with the challenge. A boot. Let's see what he's got. As you're drinking it down, you and you just explode. You just have this a cough up comes, and then glitter just pours all over your beard. Your beard is just like fucking glitter, and you know how glitter is just like you got it. It's never going away. Yep, you just got glitter bombed. You glitter bombed yourself basically. That's just happened.
Well, at least it tasted special. Come on, Spiky. Where's yours?
Barkeep, what's your strongest drink?
What do you think? I just showed you the menu. What do you think you want? I'm pretty strong myself. You want to see? I can show you how strong I am. I'm pretty strong. Let me give you. Let me sample the goods as Dernan shows you. His yeah. He just kind of pumps them up and just kind of and just like we're gonna go to downtown. Over there is the gun show. He takes you right to the gun show. Yeah, take a good long drink of that. That's my strongest drink. Oh shit, you guys didn't see it. It's rolled to the GM layer. All right, hold on. He just did that. So I'll post this up for you. Nobody saw it, and I just got a nat 20. And why did he only get a 28? He should have had a 31. Anyway, I'll fix that. This Dernan is broken, man. He's supposed to nat 20 is a 31 to him. Anyway, he just kind of gives you a good pump, and you're welcome. What else do you want?
How do I bring up the drink list again? And I'll have a heavy beer.
Sorry, I was muted. I thought I had said something. Maybe I didn't. I might have been muted the whole time. Dernan takes a double barrel snort of oxygen through his nostrils, flexes, and you can even see his tightens everything up as he bends his back and gives it a good pop, and then reaches up to the biggest tapper in the bar and just gives it a good tug and just kind of holds it all the way down. You can notice he's on his tippy toes when he starts, right? And he shoves your tankard right in the middle, right between the gutter and the spit. And he's holding it there, and it starts to dip down towards the gutter, and then he turns back and looks at you and kind of grins and shoves it right back in the center slot. And then he shoves that big boy back close and takes a butter knife and shoves the top of the foam over, and it goes thud, 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 and then he turns, shoves it towards you. The heavy.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
He says. He kind of gives it another pump with his, really awesome strength save. So what do you do? Do you drink it? What do you do?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, awesome.
I tip
Roll
it
me a
back
strength
and start.
save. Roll a strength
Strength
save. Yep. Dup. Not so fast, fancy pants. You're rolling a strength save. Because as you go to pick it up, you realize why that foam was thudding into the gutter like that, because it was super fucking heavy. And as you do try to grab it, where are you at? Oh, all right.
That wasn't me.
That was not. Oh wait, that was.
I haven't had a turn yet.
Oh, sorry, Jordan. So Jordan, as you go to pick that up, well, that was Jordan. Yeah. As you go to pick it up, where's my conditions? I'm going to show you how the conditions work. You get to check out the prone condition, because right then the beer just falls. You go to pick it up and you're like, holy shit, this thing is heavy. And you were just like going to take a beer, and you look and you notice like 6 or 7 people all around the bar are all like peeking over to see it, because they know this gag is a fucking good one. And as you go to pick up that beer, you just fall out of your chair and on the floor, prone. You are now prone. There is, for your pleasure, the prone condition. Enjoy. What do you do?
Oh, that's a good trick. And then stand back up.
All right. And he shoves you another beer. Hey, you got to be more careful with it. You got to work on your training. So you spend half your movement and you get back up, and you're no longer prone. Who else wants a beer? Come at me. Fancy drinks? I got the ultimate nullifier. Does anyone want the ultimate nullifier?
Pickle puts his hand up. I would love one.
Durnan turns and he kind of like takes his 2 fingers together, and they kind of sparkle with, like, as if someone took a piece of metal to a grinder, and a whole spray of sparks going. He kind of pulls his fingers apart. Right, he just turns around and kind of tries to hide it from you. He's not hiding it from anybody, and he opens up a hole. And in the hole, you see this guy sitting in the subway talking to a lady about oh god, the time Garangatong went to New York and showed his humility by having to be a doctor working in the emergency room in New York City, and he thought it was hilarious. And he goes, "Hey, Stan, hey, I need that drink. You know that one that's gonna save everything. You know, that ultimate no, yeah." And so I was gonna have this. And Stan Lee hands him a whiskey, hands him a martini glass, and he turns around and hands it to you, and he closes the portal behind him.
Well, that was interesting. Okay, martini glass. I was expecting something more. He like looks around left to right, like manly, but okay, fine. And he drinks it. He takes a sip to start with.
Oh yeah, sip's all you need. It's like LSD. Roll an intelligence save.
Oh no.
It's like LSD. Oh man, I'm giving you advantage on that. So yeah, that nat 20, and all of a sudden you see the bottom of that the abominable abyss. The abyss, you can see all the way to the bottom of it, and you see that there's like something down there, and you're just about to grab onto it when you realize it's you reaching back at yourself. Oh no, you just stare it all the way to the other end of the abyss. It's like you got to the end of the internet, and then boom, you just exploded, and you're like, what the hell's the internet? And you found everything and nothing, and you're back to being in your seat right now after having one sip of the ultimate nullifier.
Comes back. It's like, what the fuck's a Kardashian?
Yeah, I look down at my drink and I'm like, man, Star-Lord's a dick. And then I look up and I'm like, what did I just say?
Say what?
Did I cut out or? I
I
want to like.
you stop.
Yeah, I just want to
Star-Lord's
look at the drink and hold it and just be like, man, Star-Lord's a dick. And
Oh,
then
yeah,
put
yeah,
the
no.
drink back down and then look around and be like, what did I just say? And that's it for the old pickle for right meow.
Yeah, anybody can respond. Sounds like a question.
So what brings y'all to Waterdeep?
You mean aside from the money?
Money's a good reason.
Pickle just kind of reaches up and he scratches the squirrel on his shoulder and he looks over and he's like, well, I was kind of told apparently I'm kind of a bitch or a pussy. I don't know. She had many different ways to describe it. And apparently I need to get stronger. I need to come make new friends and go on adventures. She said I'm ready because I'm strong. So I'm here and I'm trying to learn stuff. And yeah, I just had a lot of weird things happen to me when I took that drink, and I don't know why I'm still talking. I'm gonna stop talking now. And he looks back at the drink and he looks up at Durnan. Then he takes another sip.
Make an intelligence save. I've had it with these funny drinks.
Well, then come up with something to talk about on your own. Durnan says, do not talk to me about the weather.
All right, Durnan, you know anybody around here in needing of some workers?
Yeah, Gundagoot over there is doing a lot of dishes. Gundagoot, how those dishes doing? Durnan, I'm not. Yeah, I got these adventurers over here looking for work. What do you think, Gundagoot? Look, Durnan, please. There's gotta be a different way to do this. Look, I know you like to call them adventurers because you're Mr. Nice Guy, but they're homeless people. Look at them. Look at them. They're homeless. They don't have a home. Where's your home? You don't have one, do you? I bet you guys don't live anywhere. You haven't rented a room from Gundagoot. But Durnan, they're gonna they're gonna stay here eventually. No, I'm gonna chuck them in my hole and they're going to die. That's what's going to happen. That's what happens to all the homeless people that congregate out here in Waterdeep. I understand what's going. You're not tricking me. I understand, but why don't you have more people renting rooms? All right, you wouldn't have to be doing all those dishes if you just get more people to rent the rooms. You got half the rooms not rented. All these people out in front in the yard, they're homeless. You got to get them in and make them pay to rent. Come on. Durnan. He goes back to washing his dishes.
Pickle puts his hand up. I live at the academy, actually. I have a place. I'm not completely homeless, just maybe half homeless.
Yeah. Getting thrown out's a bitch, isn't it?
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I've already heard about it. yeah, she likes to make sure that everybody knows, what's going down over there. So Vajra's on top of shit over there. Personally, huh? You personally pissed her off yourself. You had to really try hard to get that done. I've heard some crazy stories coming out of there, but damn, kiddo, you got to try a little harder.
Just don't fart in her office. She doesn't appreciate that.
It was including, there's more to it. Anyway, I'm not here to out your story, but it's your story. You can have it, whatever you want, but there's more to it than that. But you did leave a stink, didn't you?
I didn't shit myself that time. The time
Stench
before
Cloud.
is a different
I'm talking
story.
about Stench Cloud. I know spells, kiddo. I know enough about spells. He's tapping his finger on the bar, and he's got a ring on the bar. He's tapping the bar with, I know how spells work, kiddo. Kind of like a guy with a wedding band is like regarding the ring itself somehow.
Okay, Pickle's just gonna
people.
Pickle's gonna make eye contact with Durnan and just finish his drink.
Durnan, I think you're a little excitable, my friend. Maybe you should take a rest.
Let's go out and find some trouble.
You guys sound hungry. Are you hungry?
Oh, I could always eat.
Let's see what's on the menu.
Well, forget about the menu. You guys don't look like you've got a lot in the form of money. Maybe you haven't rolled for it. I don't know. What does that even mean? Durnan then does the same thing with that portal that he used to reach over and grab that ultimate nullifier, and he takes a ring and he pops it open. And as he does, this pops up, and then he goes, no, he shook his head, and he switches to another side. And yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, and boom, he's launching you guys directly into the fishing contest. And so he then drops that big ring. He opens his arms up, and it gets big enough to just surround all of you guys, and it just drops right on top of you. And all of a sudden, you're on a boat in the middle of that last lake scene that you saw. And your seats are now the seats of a boat. You've got a boat. You've got yourselves, and you can like take the boat and go to land and then go hunting. You can do anything you want. But what I want you guys to do at this point is to take a look at your skills that you have and consider how you would go hunting to get food. You can go fishing. You can go hunting. You do whatever you want to do to try to get a good survival check and make up 3 skills. Like it'll be like a skill challenge, right? But use 3 of skills of your own choosing and then tell a story that uses those 3 skills. And then you'll tell the story of what you're imagining you're going to do. Then you're going to roll the dice, and then I'll tell you what actually happened. So it's like a wish. You get to wish for anything you want, do whatever you want. But basically, it's the fishing contest. And so ultimately, I might have, if depending on how the dice roll, I might have another survival check. But you can have a survival check in it. So I don't mind if I duplicate. I'd rather not. I'd rather use 3 skills that are not survival. But if that makes most sense for what you're doing, go for it. Because I might use all 3 of those to decide on a follow-up survival check, depending on how the rolls go. Lots of nat 1s or lots of 20s. That's definitely telling a story. There's no need for a follow-up roll when that stuff like that happens, and hopefully it won't happen in the bad way, right? It'll only happen in the good way. And so, guys, let's bring up turn order again and get to cracking when you're ready. So, do you guys understand the rules of the contest?
Find food.
Mm-hmm.
So it
Definitely
doesn't have to be fish, but we're at a lake.
You're in the wild and you want to feed yourself. What do you do? And you get to make up anything you want, any way you want to do it. This is a fishing contest. This is actually a good thing to do because when you do go hunting, you're going to have to do a very simple thing. So it's a really simple little skill challenge. It's going to be 3 skills of your own choosing. You tell a story that uses those 3 skills, and then you roll the 3 skills, and then we find out what we do. Then we tell the story. But that's all you got to do. Imagine something, use 3 skills, and then take it away. Then when you guys are ready, if somebody's ready, they can jump in front. So just speak up if you want to go sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I could go now probably. Just any 3 skills, right? Doesn't have to be survival.
Yeah, I'd actually choose not survival. Is
perfect.
My preferred way to do it. Go for it.
I'm only choosing skills that I actually have points in, so
you could do that too. Absolutely. I want you guys to use. I kind of love to focus on 3 skills. If you guys have like 3 of your favorite skills, you know how to like use them really well. Fuck yeah, use them. Anyway, go for it.
I don't know, 3 skills just for this instance. It's going to be silly. So do I just need to say what skill I'm using to do like what action?
No, don't even tell us the skill. Go ahead and tell us what you're doing. Never even talk about the skills, and then at the end, tell us what 3 skills you used, and then we'll roll them. So don't have to go into meta at all.
All right. So Holinar doesn't really care for fish, so he's like, screw this boat, and he jumps out and then goes to land. And then he's searching around, and then what he does is he climbs up a nearby tree, shimmying up like a little fat lumberjack. And at the top, he looks around and sees off in the near distance a big old wild hog. So he shimmies back down the tree, and he saunters on down towards where he saw the hog in this clearing, and he finds the hog, and the hog spots him. And the hog looks at him all angry about to charge, and then Holnar just like is like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna have a fight, aren't we, boy?" And then he starts wrestling the hog down, and then eventually takes the hog back alive to where everyone else was. Live meat is fresh meat. And the 3 skills there would have been. It was actually athletics used twice, perception used once, and animal handling once.
Oh, well then, yeah, cool. Just do all 3. Go for it.
Sure.
1, 2, 3.
Gotta bring up that skills thing again. Hang on.
Yeah. I'm gonna make sure it's looking good on.
Oh yeah, it's working.
Yeah. I love this. This is working out pretty.
Oh,
good.
that's a bad roll.
Go ahead. Wait, what was the athletics for?
For climbing the tree.
Okay, because you swam too. Anyway, yeah. Good. That'll work. I thought.
Perception for finding the thing. Nope.
I love a bad perception roll. Go ahead.
Animal handling. Why is that always my best roll? God damn it. Just like last time.
This will be good.
Dude, holy shit.
He drowns.
You were climbing the tree, gonna do all this cool shit, and your perception was like you found something you thought you had something really big. You had the perfect beast. It looked squishy enough to kill, and it was huge. And you use your animal handling by being so pathetic because you fell out of the tree, and your animal handling was actually spawned from just you falling, and then like the flying squirrel that like flew in to save you, that you thought you were going to kill, then landed and tried to pick you up and like was like try to fly you upwards, but he failed. Right, you fell on the ground, and you took damage and stuff, but you've now befriended a flying squirrel, so that's the thing that just happened.
Perfect.
Yeah. And your turn when you're ready. Unless you want to eat it. Do you want to eat it?
I was gonna smack it against the tree and then eat it.
Okay, you can definitely do that.
Perfect. It's food.
Don't you gotta cook it first?
I mean, you could.
He did say raw food, right?
Yeah.
Go for it.
What do I gotta do?
What's that? That's what you do. I'm fine with that. I don't think
okay.
there's no way that you're gonna have to. There's no way you'd fail breaking the neck of a flying squirrel. They're tiny.
Oh,
and
just
he was
grab
like,
it by
"Hey,
its
I can
tail.
help you." Yeah.
Grab by its tail and smack it against the tree. Whatever.
But that's what you were able to hunt for, and that's what you got as a flying squirrel, and you got knocked prone on the ground and then got back up. But
yeah,
good. Embarrassing, but I mean you're pretty proud of it. And did you eat it raw? Is that what you're saying?
No, I just beat it against the tree to knock it out.
Good. And then you're just gonna.
I'm taking it back with me to the other guys.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay.
This is my snack. I'm making some jerky out of this.
And your turn when you're ready.
It wasn't my turn, so I can't.
Yeah, it's on me.
Oh wait, who?
We're out of order.
You said to just speak up if we had something.
Yeah. Hold on. That's sorry. Yeah. I just saw.
It's technically Pickle's turn.
I got it. Let me change it up. Anyway, I knew that was happening until I looked back at the screen. It's very distracting. The screen that's overwhelming, isn't it? So I'm going to put you at the top, and then now you can hit end of turn. That's what I thought I had done. So I thought I had it all set up properly. So
all
here I am trusting my tools. Go ahead.
Okay, so Pickle's plan is he just wants to take the rowboat up to the nearest dock or beach it, whatever he has to do, and he wants to go up to the nearest tall tree, and he's going to look over at his little squirrel. He's going to be like, Carlos, I need you to find me some nuts, and I need you to put them in your mouth, and I need you to bring them back to me. He's going to put his hand up and let Carlos hop up, scurry up the tree. And then while Carlos is off hunting down pine nuts or peanuts or whatever the hell he can find in all reality, he is going to pull out a piece of jerky, and he's going to try to ball it up into a little tiny ball, basically like roll it up and get it as small as possible, and try to eat the whole thing in one bite, because no one likes to waste time eating food. So he's going to try to do the entire thing in one bite, an entire strip of jerky. And then when Carlos comes back with whatever the hell that Carlos might have found, he's going to try to do the same thing with whatever Carlos found and hopefully it's nuts and not leaves or an acorn, which has happened in the past. So I
Alright.
guess that would be an animal handling, maybe a constitution check so he doesn't choke. And I kind of want Frank. I want you to like kind of build off of it, depending on what Carlos brings back, and then I'm gonna kind of give a save off of that based on what I roll. So
No,
animal handling.
just do your 3 things. Do your 3 things.
Okay.
We'll
All right.
figure
So
it out.
that's animal handling for him to run off and do his thing. So that's for Carlos to go and find some nuts for me. This is so I don't choke to death while eating the jerky.
You ate that jerky hard.
Yeah, I just
I know, right?
fucking
Yes,
swallow the
this
shit
is-
out of it.
Go ahead.
One bite.
And then what's this one for?
This is for what Carlos brings back to me and how I react to it, and
Okay,
that's kind of
okay,
up
good.
to you. Like, what does
Yeah,
Carlos
that's
bring
what the
back?
dice are saying. So yeah, go ahead. Well,
Investigation, I guess.
yeah. Well, yeah. What did you send them out for?
Just to find some nuts in the nearby
One of
tree.
them. Yeah, nuts. Yeah, yeah, of course.
Okay.
I mean, unfortunately, you get everything you want.
Get everything you wanted.
He's bringing. He comes back and he's got a wild boar by the nuts. He's got a wild boar, and the boar's like, he's just submissive. He's like a badass fucking tusks fucking beast, and this thing's just got it by the balls, and it's just like, I'm super nice. I'll be super cuddly. Hi. Go ahead. Here's my throat. You can just kill me. It's okay. I give up. Yeah, those are beastie rolls. You got everything you wanted.
Okay.
I just want to point at Carlos and then point at my squirrel that I got and then make like the slice across the neck motion. You little fucker.
Carlos just gives him a wink.
All right. So while they're off doing their thing, I go about setting up some snares and impromptu fish cage. I've got a little. I find a little alcove in the lake. Set up a little cage at the end, and then up off the beach, I find a couple of animal trails there, and set up some snares. Then I go down to the lake, and I wait till a school of fish swims by the entrance to the alcove, and then I jump in the water and go wah 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 wah, and try and scare them into the cage at the other end of the cove.
All right. What are your rolls?
I guess survival for the snares and intimidation for the spooking the fish.
Right. Roll them. Go ahead. Tell us what you're doing and roll them. And you got 3 skills, right? What were your 3 skills? Just click them, roll them, explain what you're doing.
So, survival to see if my snares catch it.
Okay.
Then, animal handling to build a fish trap. Or maybe that's survival. I don't know. DM.
I'm asking you. Just do whatever you want to do, man. This is about you guys learning to use your skills. So there's really, I mean, it really is meant to be your.
Yeah, I think that's more of a
I want you to do what you want to do.
It's more of a survival thing.
You've already rolled survival. You should.
Okay.
Anyway, whatever. It's fine. So that'll work. And yeah, you did it, but the fish swam up and then turned around. You had it going, and then boom, at the very last minute before the fish actually went to the traps and you got anything. What you ended up with these little bitty fish that just went right through your trap. They were just so tiny. You thought you had some really awesome fish, but yeah, you needed a perception check probably at some point. So that is how that worked out. A 9 survival. But you still have your traps. So, okay.
Did I get anything?
New. They all swam through the traps. So everything you scared into your traps just got away from you because you failed a survival check.
Gotcha.
The end. Right?
Right.
That's how she works. Some people go home hungry. But some people got a hog. So, hopefully your friends will share. And, but we'll see how everybody works out in the party. Press end to turn when you're ready. Or anything you want to do. That's the thing. Go ahead.
All right. So I've watched Little Pickle and his squirrel do some amazing shit with a boar. That he's going to wander over. He goes, "My God, that's an impressive squirrel you've got there, Pickle. God, he's a cute little fella too." And he reaches out and then pats Carlos on the head. And as he pats Carlos on the head, he grabs his scruff of his neck. And then in one quick, swift movement, draws a hand axe and chops Carlos's tail off. And grabs Carlos's tail and goes, "Thanks." And then walks off down to the lake. There, down at the lake, he finds the longest hair he can find on his head and he pulls it out. And he rummages through his pack and finds a small little nail that he's bent into like a fishhook, ties it around the hair. There's a couple strands of hair to make it a bit stronger. And then he peels the skin off Carlos's tail and then takes some of the meat out of Carlos's tail, puts it on the hook, and then plops it in the lake and goes fishing. Sorry,
And
Carlos.
And Pickle is feeling this excruciatingly with the psychic link.
Oh, you have no idea. There's about to be some PvP that's about to go down.
So, I'm going to roll grabbing Carlos, I guess. Animal handling for grabbing Carlos.
Or Dex one. Ooh.
Then to make the fish hook and stuff, I guess that's going to be survival. And then to go fishing. What's a fishing roll? I'll say perception for catching fish. What do you reckon?
You didn't catch anything anyway.
Except Carlos's tail.
Oh no. I never expected the PvP to come out of this, but I thought this was a safe space for that, but obviously I was wrong. All right, so that's a thing. How are we going to deal with that? Yeah, you did all that, but your perception sucked, so you ended up throwing the fishing hook into your own ass, and you got it stuck on yourself, and you're trying to pull things, and you're I can't. You never actually get to go do any of the other stuff you did besides the gruesome PvP you did in RP. So, I guess end your turn when you're ready. And hold on, I guess we're out of the fishing contest. You're in a lake, and this just happened. So until you guys return back to the awning portal, I guess we got to deal with this. What's the deal, man?
Well, I just saw the big burly man cut the tail off a little defenseless squirrel.
That was pretty weird. Yeah.
I've got my own, but to be fair, I landed on him, so it doesn't really count. I'm gonna set mine on a little clearing, and then I'm gonna go over to poor little Carlos. Just say, don't hate me for this, and then I'm gonna put my hand on him and just do a quick little cure wounds. Just to take it all the bleeding out of that busted tail. And I go, don't worry about it. It'll grow back. And then I turn to Pickle and go, no, it won't.
Oh, also, Detain, you noticed that? Did you eat any of the squirrel tail that you threw in, or did you just use it?
No, I just
okay.
used it for bait.
Yeah, okay, cool. I was going to describe its taste to you.
Oh, familiars taste like candy.
Damn it!
No.
Oh, he caught on. Okay.
I guess after sort of fixing up Carlos, I was going to try to make a fire. That'd be a survival check, I'm guessing.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's hang out by the fire. Yeah, take it.
Yeah, I'm going to try to make a fire just from some sticks and tinder that are sitting around. Oh, not stealth, survival. There we go. That's terrible.
Close enough. You got advantage. Someone gave you the help action.
It's a tiny little fire. It's good enough. I'm just gonna set the. I'm gonna set the squirrel that I caught or landed on / whatever on a stick and have it stick it in the ground and have it sort of leaning over the fire. And that's me.
All right. Pickle, what are you doing? How are you resolving? Let's go ahead and just resolve everything that happened in the fishing contest.
Well, I'm just gonna dismiss Pickle. I'm gonna send him back because a squirrel without a tail, well, he can't walk right to start with because I use that for balance. So like outside of game, so I'm kind of new to the whole familiar thing. If I send him back, like if I dismiss him, whatever you want to call it, he heals, right? So he'll come back technically with his tail after X amount of time.
Idea. They have a revolving program. I've had some weird stories come up about familiars, so there's loads of things that can happen in this exchange program that you're dealing with. So the Feywild is weird. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, they are creatures of the Fey, and it's freaking weird over there. And one of these days, I'll show you some stuff that they do, and I'll use your familiar to do it. So
yeah, that would actually be awesome. Yeah, I was just wondering because first time having an actual familiar rather than like an animal.
Oh yeah, they're cool. They're fun, and they taste like candy. All my monsters want to eat them. Like all of them want to eat them. So just be warned. I first thought I was going to be nice to familiars, but nah, I'm pretty much 100%. Yeah, I want to fuck your familiar up bad. Like it's fun. It's fun for me to beat up your familiar.
Okay.
It's not a wasted turn. It's definitely not a waste because it costs you 10 gold pieces. I'm like, yeah. That's how I build the economics of the game. You got to have economics in the game, guys. It falls apart
cool.
unless you need money.
All right. Yeah, that's what I was figuring right there, Olnar. So I feel bad. Don't get me wrong. Poor Carlos. He's been with me since I can even remember. Like my first memory was with Carlos. I've seen him be ripped apart a couple times, but never by anybody that I was kind of hanging out with, type of deal. You know, maybe fishing with. And Pickle's he's a little upset, and he decides he's just not going to share any of his boar. And in fact, he might not even realize it, but his whole fishing experience might have been sabotaged by a certain observer that I have, and that's kind of his thoughts right now. At least that's what he thinks, considering how the entire fishing experience went.
Do you have Mage Hand?
I do not, but I have something better.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah.
And I followed him.
Okay, good. No, well, let's play this to its fruition. What's your unseen? Let's tell the story of your unseen servant, because I've got one of the adventures that I'm running has a whole entire scenario with unseen servants. Let's just say, and I did say plural, but yeah, they're fun. So play with your one unseen servant and show me how much fun you can have with them, because they're fun.
So basically, what I wanted to do is I just watched the whole thing happen. He grabbed onto poor Carlos and just cut his tail off, and Carlos is like, ee! Making all these weird noises and freaking out, and I'm like, poof! I just sent him off. But I let his tail stay behind. Why? Because I thought it would have been humorous, and I'm like, okay, if he's willing to do that, he's probably willing to kill some actual creatures, maybe a friend of mine. So I'm gonna kind of follow this guy. My plan is I want to stay within pretty much 50 feet of him at all times. And I'm watching everything that he does, and I'm like, okay, unseen servant, I need your help. And I summon my unseen servant, and my plan is for him to essentially follow him, and everything that he does, I want my unseen servant to sabotage. He makes a little fishing nest, basically, and he tries to scare shit into it. I'm gonna undo all the wrappings on his fish net or his fish trap. So when they go inside, they can just swim out on one side of it and see how frustrated he gets. That was kind of the
That's the
plan.
wrong dude, though.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah,
No,
Charm
no.
was the one to be the
Do it to
trap.
both. Do it to both. and then you went over and saw the guy trying to fish, and you stuffed the fishing hook up his ass. And
Okay, so no, that was actually my bad. I got two people mixed up there, I
I like how it
guess.
worked out, though. So that's fine. That's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. Your unseen servant's very busy.
He's running all over the place right now, apparently.
Very mischievous. I haven't had a lot of unseen servant action in this game, guys. Nice, well played. Unseen servant action, yo.
I just feel like I don't know, like my character, I feel like he would have he doesn't have any ill wishes against the other two guys. I just feel like is it Magoom, whatever? Magoom, right?
Yeah, he definitely he didn't do it with malice, did he? He just did it with like a thing to do. He looked at it as a rodent because it is literally.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't think Pickle looks at it that way.
I bet. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah.
I feel like Pickle would have been fucking with Magoom and not anybody else, considering what he did. So
Yeah,
I don't feel like the whole.
I agree.
Okay, yeah. So the whole like, it's not even like Malavant. Like he knows what's gonna happen to Pickle. Pickle would be fine. He'll get over it. He'll come back and he's just gonna be as happy as before. I mean, he brought an entire boar back by the scruff. It's a squirrel carrying a boar, so it's kind of impressive.
By
But
his nuts. By his nuts.
Oh, by his nuts. Oh god, that would hurt.
Oh yeah. That's what kept the boar so under.
Dazed.
But he was very compliant.
Okay, I gotcha. I just feel like I would have sent my unseen servant to fuck with Magoom over anybody else at that point, and probably in the
And
future
remember, what we
as
did
well.
is in turn order too. So
Yeah,
everything was
that's
happening at the same time too. So these things could happen, and then you would have, and then like you might have been away from him, and that's when he did what he did, and then you saw it afterwards. But you'd already messed with one of the players, and then you were messing. Then you had to go mess with the other one. So you were pretty busy in between the turn too. That's what we're saying. Yeah,
okay. I gotcha.
That's just my way of seeing it. Yeah, but anyway, when you're ready, end your turn. How are you dealing with the repercussions of this? Jorn, Burrow Brawler.
I'm chuckling about the squirrel. But I'm kind of, my stomach's grumbling and I'm upset about not catching anything. Are we, we're still at the lake?
Yeah, just interact or.
I go sit down next to the fire and what did you guys catch?
Sort of just lifts up the squirrel that he was cooking and already taken a bite out of and just shows it off. Not much.
Magoom will lift up the flap on his back of his ass and just point to his bare cheek ass with a fishing hook stuck in it and go, I caught my ass. Damn. Anyway, but I do have a bit of a squirrel tail. Holds up what's left of the squirrel tail. And I walk over and I go, I think this is yours, and hand it back to Pickle.
Pickle takes it and says, "Thank you," and then he's going to start chewing on it.
And then I'll.
It tastes like a rainbow. Tastes like a rainbow of candy exploding in your mouth.
Jesus, you got to get a guy that starts eating his own familiars. And then Magoon wanders over to is it Hulnar? Hey, Hulnar, you're a cleric. Get this out. And he flashes his bare-assed, hairy cheek to Hulnar and asks him to get the fish hook out of his ass.
I look at him and I go, I'm a cleric, I ain't your mother.
Oh, just pull it out, will you?
You ain't gonna like it. So I reach over with one hand and pull out the hook, and then as the hook pulls out, I push on it with a brand and cauterize the wound.
Holy fuck! Jesus! I just asked you to pull it out. Good God! Oh well.
Told you wouldn't like it.
Well, I'll believe you in the future. And I'll gingerly sit down on one cheek by the fire and look longingly at Pickle's bore.
All right, after fixing Magoom's ass, I guess I'm gonna take a few more bites out of my now mostly charred flying squirrel,
Absolutely.
and just kind of sit around the hastily made fire that I put together, and just look at the other three just gathering their stuff together.
Pickle just kind of grabs the boar by the scruff of the neck. He just slit its throat a couple minutes ago, and he walks up. He's like, "What happened? I see you got a squirrel. What'd you guys get? Nothing?"
I got my
Darn fish got away.
I see. He looks over at Magoom. He's like, "What'd you catch?"
my own ass.
Mm, mm. Blackstaff was talking about that one night. I do recall something about her ass and being caught. Weird. I don't know what that has to do with this, but that's fine. Should we bring this back? I mean, he like points at the boar, this big ass fucking boar behind him that's just carrying by the scruff. He's like, I mean, this could maybe feed all of us. I don't know. We got some really hungry looking motherfuckers around here. I call pork loin? He asks kind of questioningly and looks to everyone else to see how they respond.
Dibs on the ribs.
Belly fat or nothing.
All right, I'll help you drag it back there, pint size. I go over there and grab a couple of its legs and start dragging it.
I want the oysters.
How do we get back to the yawning portal?
That's a good question.
And I bring you back. So, can you guys finish up? Are you guys all done? Have you resolved everything? Is everything resolved?
I think so. Pickle wins. We have a
You guys didn't
boar.
eat yet. Did you guys eat yet? Did you
I
guys
thought
eat?
we bring it back here, and he was gonna cook it for us.
Okay. Well, I thought you guys started eating, so I was going to leave you there until you finished eating it. Are you guys going to finish eating it then? It sounds like you're eating it. Is that what's going on? You tell me. It's
No.
It sounds to me that that's what was going on. Was that happening?
Just me, because I had the tiny squirrel.
Right. Okay. Anyway, I was going to wait for you guys to resolve that. All right, let's do a little break as we now return back to the yawning portal, and I just need to get some coffee made.
Sounds good. I'm gonna run to the bathroom and stuff.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna make my own coffee.
All right, I'm back.
Also back.
I just won a staring contest with a boiling pot, guys.
Woohoo.
It boiled. Oh yeah, that motherfucker boiled all right. Um, yeah. Yes. But guys, Durnan lifts over that ring that was around you guys and pops you back into reality. Poof. There goes gravity, and you guys are back in the yawning portal. There's a lot of stuff going on in the yawning portal, by the way. Okay, let's double check. Is everybody back? I want to hear everybody.
I am
Jordan,
back.
Pickle, Holnar.
Yep, I'm here. Pickle's here.
Holnar's here.
All right, good.
What about Jorn?
I heard him. I saw
There
him.
we go.
Just looking at the lights. So welcome back, everybody. So Jordan lifts this back and oh man, nice job on the pork loin. And very busily sends it over for Gundagoot to send back into the back and have it sliced, diced, and prepared for you in the very, very near future. You guys just got really lucky with some great food to add to your plate. But wait, I say there's more. Oh wait, I thought we were. Are we not in our game? We're in the workshop. Did I do this in the workshop? No, this is Australia.
No.
Yep. No, but this is our game.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at my assets in my library, and I'm like, "Whoa, this is the same as the other place." And because my assets are always the same, no matter where I go. Yeah. Anyway, new interfaces and stuff. So, with that, we're going to look around and see something very fun. Where are they? Where are they? I guess I need to do this first. right now we're having a cinematic moment popping up, but I have to do it in this. Just a second. You know what? I'm doing it the hard way for some reason. And I'm back. Whoa. Not you. Dude. Okay. Yeah, that's all I needed to do.
Oh, yeah, it's time for my favorite button,
Mm-hmm.
which 2 people have already started capitalizing on.
Oh yeah,
I'm so
absolutely.
impressed. Wow, I am really having a fun time. That you see, whoa, what is that? Stop. Why did you do that? Okay. I'm having a hard time. Sorry, guys. I usually have better luck, but everything gets misspelled. Come on. Okay. And then my server crashed. Maybe that's why it's acting so weird. Yeah. Come on. Come on. There it is. All right. Please. Yeah. Oh. Okay. And one more thing. So, as you do return back to reality, we'll kick off right now with this. Um, you see, um, um, you're sitting around having Durnan sending your food off to get fixed up, and then you see him look around and like, oh God, damn it! Durnan says right then, and you realize what he's reacting to is there's a noise of the whole bar that's going on. There's people singing bawdy songs, and then you hear someone scream out, "You pig! You like killing me mates, does ya?" And then a 7-foot tall half orc is hit by a wild swinging punch from a male human whose shaved head is covered with eye-shaped tattoos. 4 other humans stand behind him, ready to jump into the fray. The half orc cracks her knuckles. Roars and leaps at the tattooed figure. Before you can see if blood is drawn, a crowd of spectators clusters around the brawl. What do you do, guys? And I guess I'm going to bring initiative up. We're rolling initiative. Guys, let's roll initiative. Why don't you guys take this moment and shift double click on your token, bring up your character sheet, or you can just click on your token and go up to where it says initiative in the top bar up there. And let's get initiative rolled, and we'll take it from the top. If you're Yeah, we'll take it from the top and just start initiative. You guys ready to roll initiative?
Well, that's better than before, at least.
Oh, you guys all got it? I didn't see it. I didn't hear it.
Yeah, all four there.
Boom. And we have now, if you could double tap the initiative, it's not something you need, but if you want to, you can. Take it away. Maghum, what do you do seeing this break out and this woman?
Whereabouts is it in the bar?
Oh,
Or
sorry.
art direction?
You guys do not see it. I bet you the people at home
Oh,
don't see
yeah,
it either.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
right across the bar from you. Yep, on the other side of the bar. Literally, right over here. Boom.
All right. Well, Magoon jumps up onto the bar
Mm-hmm.
and runs around the circle to get
Okay.
a high purchase,
Uh-huh.
so he can see the fight. He's going, yeah, fight, 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 fight. Give him to him, girlie.
Okay. And so go ahead and move yourself. You can move 30 feet, right? Or you could dash or just move wherever you want to go. Okay, cool. Run on that side. All right, good. Oh, all the way over there? Yeah, you're just going to stand on the bar over it. Good.
Yeah.
And cool. As you're doing that, I'll go ahead and have them punch each other a couple times. Boom. Oh, yeah. Oh, God, you guys aren't seeing it. She rolled a 19. He rolled a 3. She punches the shit out of him. And your turn? Same thing. Holnar, what are you going to do?
So wait, who was punching who here? I kind of missed that when you were describing it.
The woman and the and the white and the crowd of
Okay.
tattooed bandits. These guys. You don't really know. It's just a human with a head covered with eye-shaped tattoos. 4 other humans stand behind him, ready to jump in. So it's going to be 5 against 1, and it's a woman, but she's badass. So it's up to you. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna move up a little bit closer first. I think it's movement's pathetic. On top of the bar, still just running around the circle. And then I'm just, I'm going all the way around next to Magoom and trying to see what's going on. Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna look up at Durnan and be like, "Well, Durnan, according to the code legal, if I was to assist that lady over there, and someone died, how much trouble could I exactly get in here in your fine establishment?"
Sorry. Get out of my bar is what Durnan's yelling at him. And you know whatever happens in here is Durnan's the law in here. So yeah, the city watch is probably in here getting drunk, but anything that happens in here, as long as it's straight with Durnan, it's straight. And he's like, get them the fuck out of my bar.
I'm gonna kind of like
it's his
look
command.
at Durnan.
That's his whole entire thing, right? Get him the fuck, get out, you're out. Is basically what he's giving him. Yep, the order to. Yeah.
All right. Pickle's gonna stand up on the bar and is gonna just basically yell at the top of his lungs, like, "Quit fighting, you yellow-bellied yupper snappers!"
That will teach him a lesson.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to save for that. What's your save for that? What is that?
Would that be what an intimidation?
That?
I mean, I have no intimidation factor.
Absolutely,
so
yeah. That's
I'm
an intimidation. Down. That's an intimidation at disadvantage. Actually, well played. Go ahead. Disadvantage in intimidation. That was a really weak intimidation. You see, and 7. That was about exactly a 7. I think you nailed it. So yeah, well played, sir. End your turn.
Okay.
Jordan Burrow Brawler. What are you going to do? There's a brawl breaking out. You can't burrow there because there's a hole between you and it, but you can Jordan over there and do something. See what I did there?
That hurt me mentally.
Roll a d6 for psychic damage. Jordan, are you out there? We don't hear you. You're green. I don't hear you, though.
Yeah, your mic's not working.
Time for some coffee.
There.
Heard you for a second, but it kind of cut out. It sounds like it's really low.
Do.
There you go. Now it's good. It looks like it wasn't plugged in.
I don't know. It drops the mic every now and then.
Good now.
All right, so I jump out of my chair. Oh boy, a fight! And I'm running around to get as close to the fight as I can.
Good old Dash.
Round one. We are round one of the game. So, what are you going to do? 19 again from the Agra. And then the bandit rolls. Oh, man, I got to get these guys out of save. Jeez, so much to do. Do not roll. Detain, you out there? It's on you. Got it?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so how's the woman faring? How's she handling it?
She's fucking crushing it. She just rolled a 19 and he's rolling a 12. So yeah, she's fucking boom. Now she's holding him down and just pounding him, just fucking pounding him. But then right then this other dude comes up and he's just like, boom. Now he's flanking her. He's getting an advantage on that shit and still failing. And then this other guy jumps in as well and he's going to try to give her a little bit of something. Oh yeah, but he got it. He just got his knee and brought his knee up and just boom right against her chin. She's screaming out. Oh, what do you do?
All right, Magoom is going to. Okay, Magoom goes. I think this is a bit unfair, and I'm raging.
Oh no! Not the rage!
And he jumps off the bar.
Okay.
Onto the guy closest to him, just dives on top of him. Boom.
Guys, I want to show you something else. I forgot to do this. I was going to do this. But, there is also the non-lethal weapon table.
Oh.
So I just rolled that, and there is a non-lethal weapon. So the Beard of the Brawler is one of the non-lethal weapons you can grab. So you can use that and use any skill and get into this bar fight. It's totally cool.
Oh, please grab your own beard and punch him in the face with it.
Yep, I grab my beard. Or grab his beard. He's got a beard too. Grab the guy's beard. I'm going to dive on him, grab his beard, and pull it down hard at the same time I bring my knee up and smash him in the face.
Nice. Oh, what was that?
I roll attacks. What are non-lethal weapon attacks? How do you roll them?
This is now now you've got a skill check. Just use this check with it, and that's a non-lethal weapon attack. Just use any of your skills, probably strength or whatever you got. Use your best skill. Use your best save or skill. Same. It doesn't matter. You're just we're rolling dice and you're calling it something. So I want to see hit him with your best shot. Fire away.
18.
Where's it at? I'm not seeing anything. What happened to my screen?
To the chat.
Yeah. No, my screen is not.
Might not have scrolled down. Mine's doing that too.
I'm scrolled down. It didn't happen to me. Weird. Let me see about the Firefox. Whoops. Gotta separate it.
I was gonna say you weren't looking at Twitch again, right?
What's that?
So you weren't looking at Twitch, right?
No. Yeah, something's wrong. I gotta exit and rejoin. This is weird. Yeah, Firefox shows it, but Chrome is failing. So I gotta log back in. Weird. All right. And yes, that is I'm gonna use, since that guy just rolled. That guy's the one that rolled the 10. No, he's the one that rolled the 12. So you're rolling against his strength save in this turn of 12. So I'm just going to give it to you. That's a win. You smash the shit out of him. What do you do with it? Do you want to turn him prone? Do you want to? Yeah. What do you want to do? Grapple him?
Yeah. I want to knee him. As I knee
Okay.
him,
Boom.
I let go of the beard and try and knock him on his back.
Okay. Boom, and you're successful. You knock him prone. He's now not in a position to try to help his friend fight a woman. What an asshole. And boom, he is now conditions prone. And you will not only do you have advantage because you are raging, and we need to find some way of denoting that. I need to make a rage button to show that I'm raging, but I'll work on that. So yeah, you've got him prone, and is that your turn?
That is. Hang on, I got to scroll and find my fella. There we go.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh. What happened?
Oh, I clicked it twice, I think.
You shouldn't be able to. But let's see where the turn order is.
It went to me anyway.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, I'm second. That's right.
Yeah. Is it? Did I do something weird? Hold on.
I'll wait for you to.
What's that? What are you trying to do? Do your thing. You're.
Does this have to be non-lethal?
It's up to you. Do whatever you want to do. You're
all right.
I mean, it's.
I'm gonna scoot down here by these three. I'm just gonna go. You lads picked the wrong bar today, and I'm gonna cast. Where is? There we go. On the three that are around me.
Okay, so word of radiance.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're just radiating. Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah, the three of them.
Yeah.
The three. So they got to make con save.
Yep, and describe what it looks like. This is one of your. Big things,
I jumped down from the bar and run over to them.
Glowing, right? What does it look like? Yeah.
I take my hammer and slam it on the ground, and what it looks like is just a burst of orange and white hot, what looks to be celestial fire straight up into their faces.
Perfect. That sounds fun. I'm trying to find saves. Oh, I need to roll a mass. I need to do it from the right click menu. Hold on. I can't use mine. I have to use the mass roll save. And see if they've got the constitution, if they can stomach it or not. And they are DC 12. One does fail. He's like, oh, I can't even. And he doesn't. He loses, 3 hit points. Boom, you see that? Isn't that rewarding? Look at him bleed. Yes, I am powerful and do damage to things. So, end your turn.
Yeah, no, that was it.
Bonus action you wanted to do.
Nope, not yet.
All right. I'm going to look at Durnan and I'm going to be like, I'm going to fix this later. I promise.
What are you going to fix exactly? I don't understand what. Kid, I'm starting to understand something.
Durnan, I'm going to solve your problem. Well, try to right now. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, I'm about to send you back to Yajra.
I'm going to use my bonus action and get my celestial out. Or not my celestial, my squirrel that has no tail at this point. I kind of like that, actually. It's kind of defining for him. I'm going to send him basically with a dash action because he has 30 feet of movement, and he should actually be able to make it to pretty much this first guy right up here is kind of where I want him to go and just kind of sit there. We don't need a token on the board or anything. And I am going to use catapult.
Oh, no.
Pull him at it?
Nope. I have another plan.
So what are you catapulting?
So there's a chair right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to catapult that chair at this guy.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm launching back into the game. It kicked me out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. So did you go rodent or weasel? Rat or weasel?
Well, he's a squirrel, and I took a weasel for stats.
Weasel. Okay, good.
Are you back in now?
Yeah. It's just
Okay,
bing,
so this
bing, bang,
chair,
bang.
I'm going to catapult at this guy right
Mhm.
here, and he
Okay.
has to make a dex save. It's a 13.
All right. Good. And save. And,
Oh, god damn it.
well, then the Gexai has to do it. So it goes past him, and you got to
Yeah,
not
because
save.
the range
'Cause
is
it's
this dude as well.
well, it's yeah, okay. I'm just gonna. Oh shit! I did a strength save, and he fails. So his dex was the same or something. I don't think they're that much off. It's a +1. His strength is a 0, so he would have rolled a 10 dex. But yeah, that's the way that catapult works. It's like first level lightning bolt, right? It's just a little bit of stuff. But yeah, go ahead and 20 point of damage.
3. What is it? Catapult. One sec.
Just kill somebody,
Jesus.
man.
No, it is. They take 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Hey, you see what you just did there, you monster? All right, is that your turn? Turn's like,
Uh,
whoa! What the hell are you doing? What the fuck? I gotta clean this bar, man. I gotta live here. You homeless people, I knew you were homeless. Just a murder hobo homeless person. God damn it! I'm gonna be talking to magistrates about this shit. You bastard! I got my eye on you.
I just look down at him. I'm like, I didn't do anything. Your chair launched at him.
He holds his ring at you. He points his ring at you. He holds his fist up and kind of motions his ring at you. God damn it!
Okay, and I sit down. And I kind of cover my hands over my head. I'm like, I'm sorry.
All right.
All right, so I lower my head spike and I charge at this closest bandit, bellowing at the top of my lungs. Um, boom. Am I quiet again? Sorry.
And what are you doing to him? What are you doing?
Charging into him full speed with my head spike.
Right. What are you trying to do? You're just trying to damage it? What are you trying to do? It's your turn. You got to tell me what you're doing.
Impale him with my head spike.
Oh.
Okay. Well, what is the damage on that? You're not quite a battle rager. So I guess, yeah, roll your attack. Do you have an attack for that?
I don't know.
Damage for that? What's that? What is it then? I mean, you don't know. I thought you had this all figured out. You want to be a battle rager.
Yeah,
How does that work?
I don't know.
Well, Battle Rager is something he gets at 3rd level. Right now,
Right.
technically, I think it'd be 1 plus a strength bonus if he tried to headbutt
Well,
somebody type of deal.
Anyway, I was asking him because I thought he knew about his. So, yeah. Don't have anything. So roll the d4 plus your strength. You don't have any stats or anything yet. Okay, good. All right, so yeah, that's what the workshop is for you guys to get your character going and figure out what to do. So yeah, roll a d4 plus. So yeah, we'll just do 1 point of damage then. You poke him in the belly, and it does a point of damage, and you're making him bleed, and stuff. All right, and when you're ready, end your turn. All right.
All right.
What you
So
gonna do?
now I reach down and I grab the prone guy,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to launch him at the other guy who's next to the woman. I go, don't hit girls! And throw the bearded guy straight at the other guy.
Let's see
This one here.
Yeah, roll a strength check at advantage, and I'll roll him at disadvantage. Oh my
Ha ha ha! Take that!
god!
You don't deserve a beard.
Oh Jesus! This guy and this guy are now they're both now prone, wallowing around in that uh, that the bloody mess of the table, and they're falling into they're both and they're restrained now. I'm gonna give them restrained because now they got all caught up in that the chair that was like hurled against the back of the wall that was just like splattered somebody against that table. So now these guys are all wrapped up in that and having a really horrible time. And they're all sloppy and falling around in that mess of shit. That's what their Nat 1 awarded them with. And when you're ready, end your turn.
Sorry.
Well, you just set them up like a bunch of bowling pins. I'm gonna take a step into all the middle of them, and I think I'm gonna do the same thing again. I'm gonna take the head of my warhammer and smack it on the ground beneath me, and a big old spurt of energy comes and hopefully smacks all, like, what is it, 5 bandits? As long as they're within 5 feet, I guess. It's a con save, yeah.
Sorry, you're in the perfect position for it.
Nice.
You're right in the center of everything, and you're smashing your hand on the ground, and 2 fail. This man fails, and he is now -3. And this guy over here, right next to you over here, he gets -3. Oh, bloody! Oh, what a mess! They're just like they just can't hold back. They're like the light is shining so bright, and they're just creatures of darkness, and they kind of burn a little bit. Ah, it hurts. Ah, the other guy's like, that's not so bad.
I just kind of laugh at him and go, "You never last one day in a forge." And then for my bonus action, right before I end my turn, I'm gonna do just wave over my hammer and do Searing Smite for the next time I hit something.
All right. Ooh,
Where's that big button? There.
Do Searing Smite, and is that yeah? So, Pickle, what are you doing now, Pickle? Sitting down in your seat, huh?
I'm looking up at Durnan. I'm like, Durnan, should I move, or do you want me to stay right here?
Durnan right then is he's looking down into the yawning portal, the abyss. Come on now, why aren't you guys all showing up and like being little buddies? I want my little buddies here. Yeah, I got so many little buddies. Yay, buddies! Oh, yay! And Durnan is like, oh, what in the God's names? I'm sending Helm back. You see?
Oh.
You see Durnan just go, troll! Shouts of alarm suddenly ring out as a hulking creature climbs up out of the shaft in the middle of the tap room. A monster with warty green skin, a tangled nest of wiry black hair, and a long carrot-shaped nose and bloodshot eyes. As it bares its yellow teeth and howls, you can see that a half dozen bat-like creatures are attached to its body, with 3 more circling above it like flies. Everyone in the tavern reacts in fear except for the barkeep, Durnan, who shouts, troll! And then Durnan takes and reaches underneath the bar's edge and pulls out what you didn't see there before was this beautiful, shining greatsword. He picks it up and like it goes right in front of your face, Pickle. You're just like, whoa, because it is absolutely the sharpest thing you've ever seen. And he just snaps it back, takes a flask of fish oil from Brock's and throws the fish oil across the length of the broadsword, the great sword, as he throws it down and covers it in oil, reaches it up and touches the continual flame that's above him, lights the sword on fire, and then grabs while he's doing that with his other hand, he grabs onto the rope that's been dropped down. That's 3 stories tall is the yawning portal, and this hole is a shaft. There's like a hole. There's like 2 more floors of balconies above it. And then he grabs onto that rope and he swings all around the bar as he swoops like a swashbuckler. Oh, wait a second. Why is he leaving blood behind? It's not cool.
He nicked
Get ready for
himself with the
combat,
sword.
Durnan. Well, I just had the wrong thing going on. And he zooms over and he gets ready to drop it like it's hot. Why? Because it's hot.
Fantastic jokes, right?
I know, man. I'm just like crushing it tonight.
Man,
My
you need
game is
kids.
on
You need to be a dad.
fire.
You need to be a dad.
That's
They're
what
dad jokes.
well, you guys keep acting like kids. That's why you guys are fixing that need I've got. He drops this thing 1, 2, 3, and 4 times at advantage. I'm
What's
gonna
he hitting?
add. He is hitting that troll. You don't see the troll?
He called it. Hang on. How did?
What?
Okay. I thought he called the troll. Sorry. I thought he called it up.
No. No. He saw it and he called it, and he is swinging in on a rope and then dropping down right across on top of the bar there, attacking this troll as it comes up. It's at advantage because the damn thing can barely see. It's staring up blindly at him as he drops it. Hard to cure. Okay, deals slashing damage. Yeah. If the target. Yeah, so it's only in a net 20, and he rolls another net 20. Does it drop anything else? So, yeah, that is 14, 25, and 40 points of damage. Ooh, man. And it's on fire. And now we're going to go ahead and add Durnan and the troll and the 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, 6. I'll bring some more in just a minute, guys. Don't worry.
That's okay.
I know you guys are worried about it. Making sure I had enough of these little fun guys. These guys are so fun. Have you guys ever fought with Sturgis before?
They're
Yeah.
awful.
No.
They're so. You guys are gonna love them. I promise.
They're gonna love us.
They're like flying syringes.
You guys are gonna love them. You always hurt the ones you love. I really love you guys. So therefore, you're getting all the love. Boom. I hope I have them all in the turn order. That would be something I would worry about. So if I didn't, because I want my Sturgis to have all the fun, nab, nam, nom, 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 all the fun, nom on the people. Yay. Come on. There you go. You finally showed up. Oh, you guys are all hidden too. Hold on. I gotta make sure I don't hide my rolls, guys. It's always an extra step. All these things from Wizards, I have to go through and undo this every time. They love to hide their rolls. I don't know why. Do you guys? I would never hide my rolls. That sucks. There's no trust on this damn thing anyway. The only trust you got is seeing the dice rolls. Yeah, and when I nat 20s and stuff, those are so fun to see. Anyway, we're going to just keep on keeping on. Pickle, it was your turn, and all this transpired at your turn. And as your turn was transpiring, do you want to do anything else in your turn while it's still your turn, because it's about to not be your turn?
Yeah,
Do a
I
thing.
have
Yeah?
a lot of things I want to do.
Okay. And yes, let's keep going. Let's keep going like we're doing. Keep it up.
Okay, so my plan is I want to run from where I'm at, slide
Mhm.
over the table right here, get on
Oh,
the other side of the chair, so pretty much to right here, and then I want to, at the troll, I want to launch a firebolt at him.
Okay.
Okay, so do you want a acrobatics for sliding over the table, or?
Sure, it sounds fancy. Go for it. Yeah, very
Ooh,
good.
okay.
Very good. Yeah.
So as I slide over the table, I'm already conjuring my firebolt, and
Uh-huh.
as I pop back over the top, I just launch this thing right towards the troll, not at the Sturgis, but the troll.
Uh-huh.
And let me do spell. So that's a 9 or a 23 if I have advantage.
I'm going to give you advantage because you took a risk with that roll and it worked out well. So I'm going to say,
Yes.
as you were coming down and you slipped over it so well, poof, you went ahead and got advantage. And that's actually how GM inspiration works. I don't do inspiration, but if you guys want to turn a skill check into something that can possibly get you advantage because you took a risk with it, I'm totally down with that.
All right.
So that illustrates a way I like to work. And you got to set your character up to automatically roll
Oh,
damage.
for damage? Yeah, I'll do that
Yeah, I
here
always
in a
like that.
second.
There's less pauses. I want less pauses all the time. And you do 7 more fire damage to the troll. Ha! And you notice that Dernan's flaming greatsword is also lambasting it with some fire too. He's super smart. And go ahead, end of turn.
Okay, and I'm doing the auto stuff right now.
Seeing Holner being so heroic just makes him look extra tasty to the Sturge. Sturge. Oh, I got the urge for Sturge.
Get out of here.
Where's the cut? Where's the attack? I just rolled it. Come on. There you go. Oh, come on. You got to do better than that, Sturge. I'm looking at you, Sturge. Damn it, Sturge. All right. What are you going to do?
It's Jordan's turn.
Jordan, you're on.
Yes. Sorry. My guy in front of me is still up and moving. Then I'm going to hit him with my mailed fist. Is there an unarmed skill or something, like a brawling skill?
Yeah, we're just roll a strength save. You're going to try to punch him. You can grapple him. You can do stuff like that. Yep. So.
All right, and then my armor gets a 1d4 damage modifier.
You only get that later when you're.
Roger.
Okay. I was just asking you earlier if you understood how that works, and anyway, I'm super confused. I thought you had. Anyway, so that's a 10 against him, and he's going to roll against you. All right, strength contest to see who punches who, and you swing and you miss. So we're just barroom brawling it out. Fight, and is that your turn? And a Sturge slides over here and noms on a commoner. Yeah, Sturge. You only got 4 hit points, yo. Oh, that's a hit and 7. Oh God, I just killed somebody and it feels so good. Oh, nasty. That's gross, guys. You guys let that happen. Totally your fault. Oh yeah, there's another one over here. Oh, that one looks tasty too. What am I gonna do to it? Yeah, I know what you're gonna do. No. Oh man, you guess how many hit points they have? 4. Yeah. Oh, God, Sturge, you guys are so bad, so mean. And the troll. Yeah, what's up, troll? Let's do a troll thing. Yeah, trolls got a troll, yo. That's what they do. And he's kind of like wandering around a little aimlessly. He's super lost. He's really freaking out because these trolls have been attacking him as well. I mean, these Sturges have been attacking him, but that's what trolls deserve. They really do deserve all the sucking creatures. Never whisper. How about that? Does that work for you? How about that? And he's gonna swing 1, 2 of these and one of those at the Dernan. And no disadvantage. Wait, he does get him with a bite. Durden is really not happy about that at all. Not cool. Not freaking cool, man. Really not a very happy dude. And it's biting right through. He had chainmail. You notice he has a elven chain shirt underneath his outer garments as the troll manages to bite through it, and it reveals a bit of his now disclosed armament he didn't know he had before. And end of turn. Did it not end of turn? Well, why didn't you end of turn, yo? Boom. Oh, is there 2 of them or something? No, there's just 1. All right. Oh, yep. Is that little guy in there or not? I hope he's in the turn order. And this guy. Oh yeah, this guy is he's going after Magoon. He's like, man, you look heroic and shit. So Sturge is doing what Sturge has got to do, which is blood drain and a miss. And end of turn. Boom, another Sturge. Yeah. Flying around for flanking because they're super smart. And he gets a 17 on you. Does he get you?
Yep.
Oh yeah. So go ahead and put. So guys, now that we're in combat, go ahead and drop your max HP into your max HP slot on your character sheet, so you get the little green bar, so I can take them away from you now. Do you have your hit points calculated?
No.
No.
Okay. What's your first level? So it's whatever your hit die is plus your con mod. It's right there in the rules, guys.
Yeah, I got mine.
Yeah.
What's my hit die?
Barbarian D12.
We didn't do stats last time.
Okay. Cool. I told you come into a workshop. You got to work on that in the workshop. So you can do your stats anytime. So you got a 12. You got 12 hit points. All right. You're just doing flat stats. I'm not going to do your stats now. We're in the middle of combat. So you have 12 hit points. I don't have to. Trying to give you the tools, guys. You got to use them.
Ah, you little bastard.
All right. Are you ready? Is that it? I'm ending my turn.
Yep.
And you've got 5 less than what you started with. Yes. Good.
Yes, that's
Yes.
correct.
Okay. Good. Perfect. Take it away. This one comes over, and I hope you got your hit points ready. Jorn, Burrow Brawler, because I'm taking them away from you right now. And roll a. No, you don't have to. Are you 15 to hit? Of course you are. You're probably a 10 to hit. And he gets you for 6 piercing damage. Boom. And take it away. No, sorry. I have to click it. It's y'all's. All right. Yeah, I was worried about you. I was hoping you weren't forgotten. This one's gonna come after this commoner over here. Let's go get him. Come on, get him. All right, and he misses. End of turn. This one. He's gonna go attack Sister Alonso. Oh, poor Sister Alonso. Oh, get off me, you woolly. -5, and she's fighting with it. And end of turn. All right, Durnan turns back to that wicked beast and says, I've had it with you, you frickin' troll. You're getting the hell out of my bar. Get back in my hole. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And
Them some rolls, all right.
oh, he knows how to do it. All right, 26, 36, and 48 more points of damage, and that is enough to out the troll of all of its available hit points. It's dead. It's freaking dead. Get in a hole. Oh, it's a big old bloody mess as Durnan throws it, as it takes his sword once, chops it right between the half, just cuts it into 2 different pieces, and they have this ability to regenerate, but it's not working. And then he cuts back on it again and chops another arm off, and then kicks the whole rest of the whole entire thing into the hole. And the only thing standing is the waist. It's just waist high, standing there by the edge of the yawning portal as the head part of it starts falling in and tumbling 140 feet down below. And he ends his turn.
All right. So, okay, I've got Sturges on me. All right, I want to grab the Sturge to my left.
All right. When you're raging. So
Yeah,
an 11.
I get advantage. 11.
Yeah, 11. He's a 14 to hit. He's slippery. He's slippery. You're trying to catch, those little things that kids have with the it's like a tube of water that just rotates. It's like, it's a hollow tube of water, and when you squeeze it, poop, it pops away. It's exactly what it feels like. You get it, but it just swoops right out of your hands. Not good. Anything else?
Bugger.
Bonus actions. You can bonus action with your other hand. You got two hands. If you're using your hands, go ahead and use your other hand. I'll give you.
All right, and I'll use my other hand to.
Yeah, bonus action. Yeah, you're still raging. I'm not gonna. You're not doing damage, so it's no sweat. There's no worry about your.
No. So am I using strength or athletics? Doesn't really matter.
So, if you've got proficiency in athletics, you should use it. Absolutely. And boom, that's connects. And you have yourself a restrained, because it's definitely a tiny creature. It's easy enough for me to say that's just restraining it completely. In its condition, restrained, and I guess just grappled, really. But it's completely restrained because it's so freaking tiny. There's no way it's flying out of your fist. So yeah, it's restrained by being grappled. And
you got me a sturge.
You do, in fact. And now click into turn when you're ready.
All right. Gonna look at that one surge that came in and tried to hit me, and I just kind of smack it away before going, "Boy, you ain't too bright, are you?" Then I take my my warhammer in both hands and smack it down like a sledgehammer on the floor. Just more fuel for the forge.
Which one are you attacking?
Oh no, I'm a Word of Radiance. Everything's getting hit. That's an enemy.
Okay.
5 bandits in the sturge.
All right. I'll do 2 sturges.
God damn.
It has no target cap. I love this spell.
Well, how many times can you do it?
It's a cantrip.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I mean, I guess as many as I want.
No, it's a lot of people don't use it just because you can only use it within 5 feet. So I think that's the reason why it's not been that popular.
Well, because you have to jump in the middle of it. But
yeah, it's kind of like, but if that's the way you're rolling, a lot of clerics like to stay, away from it. But no, you're killing it. That's definitely a thing for you to go to. I see the point. Behind that, so I got a bandit, 1 fail, 2 fail, 1 definitely passed, and the other definitely passed. And the 2 sturges, 1 sturge failed. The sturge closest to you did fail, and explodes. Just explodes.
That's how it should be.
And the rest of the guys are like, "Oh, it hurts! It hurts!" They're screaming out in pain. As you're just freaking them out with that blinding light of yours.
It's just a constant assault of fucking forge light every time I hit the ground.
Yeah, it's just glowing with bright light, like it's about to burn their brains out, as if it was a searing iron inside their brain.
This is why you wear a welding mask, kids.
And they keep staring right at it, idiots.
Yeah.
Well played. Yep. We're gonna do a lot of welding in here, I think. Go ahead. Mending. You. Go ahead.
I can't do any bonus action. That was my bonus action.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, is that a bonus action?
No, sorry, it's a regular action, but my bonus action was already. Yeah, I don't have anything else to use.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. And Pickle, what are you gonna do?
Okay, I'm gonna look over. I just saw this big ass bright flash, and I saw like a sturge just pop into like blood and pus. And I look up and I'm like, "Huldar, you did good, my friend. Now do like this." And I'm gonna basically launch a Eldritch Blast at this sturge right here. And boop.
So yeah, you bring your hands together and you point and you invoke your Eldritch Blast, and like the glass cannon like a glass cannon of necrotic energy kind of forms around your hand, and it boop, shoots what would be like a ring, a ring of force that just kind of zoom, kind of, if you could vape and blow cool vape rings, and this is exactly what that thing would look like, a racing vape ring of force damage, and blast the Sturge. The Sturge just explodes as the force damage connects with it and sends blood all over the place, just like it looks. These are the perfect creatures. These are the perfect creatures for this effect. Oh, you guys are making this place a mess, you monsters. Go ahead. Is that your
Okay,
turn?
I look back at Holnar and I'm like, I could learn a thing or two from you, and then I hit end of turn.
And what do I got? Oh, dead Sturge. No, I had plans and stuff for him to do things. I had a name for him and
Alright.
everything. He was my favorite.
I turn to the Sturge next to me, and I clasp my hands above my head and do a double chop down on top of it.
So what are you doing? Yep. What's that?
Chance to hit, strength, and then the D4 plus damage.
Well,
I don't
so
think
yeah,
that hit.
just roll a strength save for now. Just roll. Yeah,
Oh, there that is.
Yeah, you got a nat 20. I'll just say it's
Jesus.
yeah. I will say that's a dead Sturge.
Thing just turns into mist.
Blat of blood just explodes everywhere. It's a bladder of troll blood everywhere. And Sturge, oh, he's dead.
Whoops.
Oh yeah, he's still alive. Fuck you, Commoner. I'm coming for you, he says. And he comes over and you know what he does? Yeah, that's what he does. Oh, he gets them because they're so easy. Oh, they're so squishy and they're tasty too. Oh, sucks to be you. Oh, he's dead too at the bottom of the hole. And this one, he's trying to fight his way out. No, he's fucked. And this one, oh yeah, he's like, not my friend. And he's, oh, he nat ones.
Oh, wow.
All right, so as he's trying to attack you, you end up grabbing him. I'm just gonna go with that.
2 Sturges.
Yeah, now you got him grappled and restrained. So is that on him? Why did I go on him? It's not on him.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm seeing on the other one.
Yeah, it's on the other one originally. Anyway, yeah, you got a Sturge in each hand now. That's what a nat one will get you.
It's like fucking Ozzy Osbourne on stage.
Yeah, please.
He's so sick, dude. End of turn. And dead Sturge. End of turn. Dead Sturge. Ah!
Oh, you got one.
Yes! Get him, get him, get him. Yes! Yeah! I don't think I've killed this many commoners in this era. This like I have these guys, but they're not dead yet. They're just failing death saves. Let's remind. Oh, Sister Alonso, she did not forget about you. Oh shit, Sister Alonso just got a fucking kill, dude. She's like badass as hell, by the way. So it's totally conceivable that she would Sturge would not last a round in combat with her. So Sister Alonso, boom, just causes Sturge to nat one itself. It's tried to stick its needle into her and stuck it right into her bunions and killed itself.
Gross.
Oh, someone should take care of my bunions. They are killing me. And Dernan's like, this is a fucking shit show. And he steps over. Oh, yeah. He draws out his double crossbow from his pocket. And I'm going to give him another shot. Because it's a double crossbow, right? Anyway, no, he just blasts the shit out of this guy over here. And he gets boom, blasted. And I think that, oh, wait, one more. Oh, yeah, still that guy's over there fucking people up. So Durnan, end your turn. Oh God, get him out of my burr. What are you gonna do? Magoon, detain.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab the two sturges in my hands and just smash them both together.
Yeah.
I was hoping you do.
I was waiting for
Yes.
that. Yeah, I was waiting for that.
Just waiting for the fucking squish.
I don't think there's any denying that like these guys are just, the only thing I want you to do is a save to see how gross it's going to be for you to do what you're doing. Okay, so like you're going to have to roll a deck save to see if you can get out of being covered in troll blood.
Sorry, I'm rolling a save.
Yeah, roll a deck
Dex.
save. I think it's no question you could do it to him, but you're covered in troll blood and glitter. By the way, you still have glitter. Glitter's still shining through, but yeah, everything else is troll blood. So it's glitter and then troll blood, but mainly troll blood, I think. But first, you notice the glitter. It's hard for me to really decide. End your turn when you're ready.
So I'm still standing here, kind of swinging this thing around and this hammer around in my hands. How are these bandits looking around?
Oh, they're freaking out. They're all like, you got them all like held back, and Yagra, I didn't have her in the turn order. I should have. Is just beating the fucking holy shit out of them.
She's not looking. Oh, okay.
Oh, she's great. She's been crushing
Perfect.
the game. Yeah, she's crushing the game. And Durnan is now, heading over here. That's where he's ending his turn, is over here anyway. Because, oh, wait, I'm going to do this with Durnan. Here we go. Look opposite. Hey, get out of my bar right now. I'm telling you, I have had it. Get out, Xanathars. Get the hell. And you too, Yagra. God damn it, Yagra. Why are you bringing this into my bar? And I'm just going to kill this guy too. He's dead. Enough.
Was he very low?
It doesn't matter. It's you guys. Somebody kills it. Somebody. Sister Alonso throws a shoe at it. With that, the fighting has been resolved, y'all, and the bandits are seeing their way out. They're getting up and yeah, we're not over yet, and they're dragging their dead buddy along. But we still have there's lots of bodies laying around. Are we gonna do anything about these people that are hurting right now? Because they're kind of failing death saves right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and start rolling death saves. Fuck it.
Yeah, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start helping
1, 2,
the commoners.
3, 4. Yeah, I get 1, 2, 3, 4. So slash R4D20. So go ahead. Yeah, as you guys do. Oh, fail. Win. Damn it. Okay, one more. Okay, so we have two more rounds. One more round.
So can I do?
Another one's dying. Second death save on one of them. Yeah, and a first on another one. And here comes another one. Dead. Two of them are dead. They're just dead. So there's 2 you can save right now. There's been 3 rounds or so.
All right, perfect.
Well, no, I'm not going to go 3 rounds. You got 1. If you can save them, this is 2 rounds. If you got right now, you can save someone's life, or they're definitely going to die. That's what's happening, because we're in the first round, second round. This will be the third round. You only got a medicine check. Don't you have you don't have any spare the dying?
Hell no.
Oh, I thought you guys were required to have that. Anyway, yeah, go ahead. No problem. Medicine check's a win, and so you spare someone from dying right then. So I'll put him back at. I'm just going to put him at 1 hit point, so they don't longer have the big green red thing. So that one you moved down and saved her, right? Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
So I spared one's life. End your turn. If that should. Be
actually, can I still got a bonus action?
Sure.
All right, hang on then. I got one thing.
So that one has 2 fails, 2 wins, and 2 fails.
Who's the other one that has 2 fails? You said.
Well, you just saved the one that was definitely going to die.
All right.
So I got another one across the way that's got 2 wins and is about to have 2 fails. But the other ones are fine too. Yep.
Final spell slot. Just going to use healing word on the one that's about to die.
Sweet, that'll work. Boom, and I'll take that one out of the turn order. They are now. I had that guy selected. That's why they were. I was assigning the.
All right. Well, I saved 2. That's all I can do.
You did great. End your turn. We're gonna finish the round. Same position. If it gets to the next round, I go with the next round of dice, which is nobody's actually going to die right now. So you've got 2 more to save. He saved the 2 critical ones. What are you
Okay,
gonna do?
so
Pickle?
where Pickle's at right now? Like which ones are like dead and which ones are still
No, they're
alive?
all failing death saves right now.
Oh, okay,
There's
gotcha.
2 more that are failing
That
death saves.
one right
Well,
there. I'm gonna.
no, not the one that's so I unex the ones with X's. Those are the ones that are failing death saves, right? The ones
Oh,
that
okay,
don't have
perfect.
X's, I've tried to indicate. Go ahead.
Okay. So this one right here in front of me, I'm gonna try to stabilize with a medicine check.
Go for it.
Oh,
And it failed a death save because of you, so it is not dead yet, but it did fail a death save, and it was supposed to win the next death save. So, thanks.
I'm just beating her on the chest. Wake up,
Damn
damn it!
you.
Wake up! And it's not working. I don't know why. I was told this would work.
Doing CPR by cutting off their leg.
That's it. That's it. All right, I'm gonna just take these guys out of the turn order because they're definitely not in it. So, Jorn, Burrow Brawler.
I don't have anything to save anybody with. The bandits are leaving.
Yeah, the bandits are heading out. That's what's happening right now. Durnan has told them to leave, and they're leaving. So
Then I sidle back up to the bar and take a sit down and chuckle. Always love a good fight.
all right, bar and brawl. All right, so end your turn. And Durnan, get out of my bar. And I'm giving him a very leering gesture as I'm watching 3 of my homies are making sure these guys are having a rough time heading out the bars. Unnamed people you guys didn't notice before that are kind of stepping up and shuffling these people out the door. They were about to jump in it, but you guys were first. So anyway, what are you gonna do, Magum?
Right. So I've got 2 squashed sturges. Okay. So I'm going to. He's going to run and dive and tackle this guy.
All right. He's good. You
Fun
can do that.
times.
He's trying to walk out the building, but yeah, you can definitely do it. Roll your strength save. Oh. Yep, you knock him prone. Well, you're tackling him, right? You're gonna knock him prone.
Yep. Tackle him.
Right.
Hold him.
Okay. Well, you can either knock him prone or grapple him. You can grapple him with the next one, I guess. I think is the way.
Yeah, I'll knock him down and then.
Yeah, I think that'd make it easier for you. But you already have advantage anyway because you are still raging, which is what you have to keep doing. You have to keep attacking or being attacked in order to make your rage continue.
That's
so well
it.
played, sir. Man, quick
Jeez.
end of turn. That's that barbarian's got a barbarian, man. You gotta let him
Gotta keep
barbarian,
raging.
man. Yeah, man, you can't stop for a minute. Fuck that shit.
All right, so it's these 2 over here are the ones that are still dying, right? Far left.
Oh, they're having a hell of a time. I'm about to make it worse too.
All right, so I'm gonna walk
Pickle
over.
is definitely helping. Not.
I'm gonna go over to this one and do a medicine check.
Okay.
Try to save it.
All right. Let me see the. Oh, damn it! That one had a 20 anyway. So yeah, as you walk up to it,
Ooh, not a bad
that
roll.
yeah. None that 20, dude.
Woo.
Dude, she wakes up and she's like, you just like touch her as she's coming to life and you're helping her up, and she just looks at you with these like eyes. They're just like, oh, my hero. And then she looks at how tall you are and she gets really sad.
Really short, yeah. And
But she's longing. She's still giving you a longing look. So maybe she's having second thoughts. Maybe she hasn't tried, the short route.
all right. Oh man, I'm out of. I can't do any bonus actions. I'm out of spells, so I can't
Are
reach
you?
out of the.
Oh no, there's someone right outside your reach. If only you could help them. But maybe Pickle will help them. Not. Yeah, that one was not. It was a third slot. All right, and Pickle.
Okay, so I'm
You're
gonna
super,
stop
so
scooping up
smart.
blood and trying
Okay.
to put it in their mouth because apparently I know that's where blood's supposed to be,
Oh
but
God,
that's not helping
Pickle.
them.
Pickle. Oh.
I just look over at him and go, "Stop stabbing him and help him."
Okay, fine. And I'm gonna do a general medicine check real quick in order
All
to
right.
try to.
You're
help.
still within the state. They're 2 and 2, so one more roll, they could come out of it on their own. But go ahead.
So no pressure. Got it.
Yeah, no
pressure
pressure
at
at
all.
all.
Here
Yeah.
we go.
There's always a chance. I can.
Oh God! I
No.
killed her.
No, he didn't nat one it. Okay, it's only a fail if it's only a damaging to a death save if you nat one it. So,
Oh
Okay.
really? Okay, cool.
oh yeah. That's definitely a thing. But no, you didn't succeed in your medicine check, and but yeah, you're trying to help. And I'm just going to go ahead and roll another one because I think they're at 3 anyway, and that one's the last one. It's a win, and she somehow comes alive in your arms, but it realizes that you were shoving blood in her mouth, and it's like, what the fuck? Why couldn't I have someone heroic save me?
I
I
just,
just
I'm
wanted
just,
someone to save me.
I'm just gonna look at her and be
Somebody
like,
save me.
I'm gonna be like, "You're alive, aren't you? Yeah, you're welcome," and then just drop her.
I'm gonna take this. I forgot. I mentioned. I forgot to mention. I got to take this little concentration thing off because now that we're out of combat.
What's that? Do what?
I was just taking the concentration icon off because now we're out of combat, so the spell's faded away.
1 minute, right? Is it 1
Yeah,
minute?
1 minute, so it's gone.
So yeah.
I didn't get to hit anybody with it. I was about to. I was about to smack a bandit in the nuts.
It still does it though. Okay, here's the thing with that, because when you cast it, it lights up your weapon is flaming. So you've got to like narrate that, like what it does when you cast that spell until you hit somebody and it drops that flame that's magically attached to your mallet, to your hammer. It's still flaming and all fired up until you decide to extinguish it. So
I thought it only lasted
yeah.
a minute and I had to use it
it
before
lasts
then.
a minute, but it lasts a minute, right? It's not been a minute yet. That's 10 rounds, right? But it's up to you. You get to invoke it on command, and then you get to kill it on command. So you did the meta thing. You told me about the meta thing, but I'd much rather you role play, because you could do the same thing you just did, but you could have just role played it instead. You see that? That was an opportunity. So I'm just trying to give you guys those opportunities to use them because I know what it means. You don't have to explain that to me. So well played, and end your turn when you're ready.
There we go.
And end your turn. Are you done?
He did it. Jordan's turn now.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Durnan. Oh, Jordan's just sitting at the bar. And
Okay, so this guy who's on the ground, is he face down or face
he's face up.
face up?
He's
Right,
like, I'm
so
trying to get out. I'm leaving, man. I'm out. Fuck off.
I grab him by the ears and I smash his head against the floor, and I go, and every time I emphasize, hashtag me too, motherfucker.
Hashtag me too. Okay, you can definitely do that.
Smashing his head into the floor.
Yeah, strength save at advantage, and I'll give him a strength save at disadvantage.
In the
Hopefully
old
he
days,
wins. Yeah, he rolled a 3.
in the old days, that symbol was the pound key, so it's actually pound me too.
All right. And yeah, you definitely do that with bravado, and he's now unconscious. You've knocked him the fuck out.
I keep going. I don't stop.
I was trying to get him to stop, man. It's game over, dude. Game over, man. What happened to my did it do it? It didn't. I don't think it did it. Boom. Incapacitated. And he doesn't get to fight back. Oh, we got it. Octothorpe.
Yeah, that was the original name for it, actually.
So, guys, make sure you keep your typing in Discord because we lose the stuff in
Oh,
Roll20.
right.
It's just gone. Once you put it in Roll20, it gets lost in the feed. I want to keep the little weird side chatter that we get because that goes into our permanent record here on Discord. And it's valuable little weird shit, guys. Also, you're up. Pulnar, what you gonna do now?
Me? Oh, yeah, it's my shit. I mean,
Mhm.
I've healed everyone that I can. I'm gonna go over
Yeah.
and sit in front of the bar. I sit at the bar in front of Durnan and say, Durnan, give me that
Yeah.
mead that I asked for before.
he's heading around back over here.
Oh yeah, I'll walk back that way.
It still works the same way. Like it's still a bar, man. It's still gotta like go to the point where the points are, and pull the tappers and all that good stuff. All right, and turning off those auras. And yeah, you guys are ready to. Let's drop out of turn order. I think we have resolved everything that we needed to resolve, and fighting has happened, y'all. You guys got into combat and got out of it.
Well, Roscoe
Good
has,
thing.
or not Roscoe, Pickle has one thing that he still needs to do.
Okay.
Okay. So I sent Carlos over to the other side of the map earlier, and he's been hanging out watching the bloodbath. I did pick a chair up, and I promised Durnan that I would fix the chair. So he's going to go up to the remains of the splintered chair, and he is going to cast Mending on it, because I can channel through my familiar. And I fixed the chair, and then I look over at Durnan, and I'm like, see, I told you I would fix everything. It's cool.
I scream over to him and I go, you didn't do it. The squirrel did all the work.
You're not wrong.
I've never
But you're
seen
not
anybody
right.
try to use. I've never seen anybody try to use mending through a squirrel, through a familiar. That sounds interesting. It's a touch
Oh,
spell, right? So
yeah, it's
anything
a
Yeah.
touch
touch
spell.
is
Yeah,
available.
so
Yeah,
I can, yeah.
yeah.
Just
That's,
imagine the squirrel pulling out like a little carpenter's belt.
this is a really overactive squirrel, guys. This is a cartoon fucking squirrel. We're
This
gonna
is
need
the-
a cartoon image for this thing. This guy is really OP. I can't believe we've done so much with the squirrel already in this one session, but it's definitely gonna be a thing here. That damn squirrel.
Oh, Carlos is great. And then I come over by them and I sit down with them at the bar. I ask Carlos to come
This-
back and hop on my shoulder.
Freaking squirrel version of Bob Vila over here.
Well, Carlos can't walk right because somebody cut his tail off, so he's a little lopsided.
Well, that person is currently tackling someone.
He's using it. He's now using fixing stuff and maybe a walking stick. Maybe he has a walking stick. I don't know. It's a badass little squirrel now, man. He's fixing a fucking chair. Man, it's weird. It's weird to imagine in your head, because a chair is really big and a squirrel is really small. But it's a thing. It just happened. Anyway, take it on. Go ahead, guys. What are you gonna do next? Magoon, are you out there? Oh, I guess. Detain?
Yes.
Yeah.
So-
What are you up to? Everybody else has spoken up.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Okay. I just continue. I just keep smashing his head into the floor.
Oh my god, you're still on that shit. All right. So before I didn't know that was still going on. I thought you'd stop. Right then, Durnan runs over and grabs you and yanks you off of him. Durnan rolls his strength save. At advantage because he's doing it as a lair action. 28. Go ahead. Hot stuff. Beat that. You could still do it at advantage. Not today. He takes it and shakes you.
Jump up.
Ah.
Hey.
Hey, murder, kill, man. It's enough murder. Enough of the murder, kill. Come on. I got a bar to run. You can't squish it. Oh, he's sleeping. Look, guys, he's asleep. It's so cuddly. Get the hell out of my bar, sleepyhead. He kicks the shit out of him, wakes him up.
Yeah.
And
as I walk away, I just do one last stomp with my foot on his head.
Okay. I got it. You're tough. Get the hell off of him.
Just curb stomp on the way back.
A fucking beast. Oh man, it's been a minute, man. I've never seen Detain take on this kind of a character. So well played, sir. Well played. That's a very different style of archetype, and he's definitely holding the line. Well played, sir. Are you returning to the bar? Dern is like, I got a beer for you. I'll chill you out with a beer. The heavy beer, right? I know what you
Okay.
like. Got it?
Sounds good.
You can keep your rage going because it's going to take you're going to attack the beer. Here, I'm going to slide the heavy beer. Just go ahead and attack it and keep your rage going. Just take the beer and drink it and roll a strength save at advantage. It'll count as an attack. You're not drinking the beer. You're attacking the beer. Go for it. It's super effective. yeah, you chug that beer. It's badass. You're still raging.
I know I'm foaming at the mouth.
And every time you want to, you can just roll a strength save at advantage just to make sure you're still raging. If you want to keep your rage going, I'll let you. But you got to keep attacking that beer. And Dernan will keep putting a beer in front of you. If you keep, every chance you get, you can just roll a strength save. So go ahead, guys. What's happening? Let's recap. What the hell did you just do? Let's everybody have a conversation in character. What happened there? Everybody, take it away. I don't need to roll initiative on you and tell you what to do. Do it.
Kind of disappointed we let the bandits get away, but
Pickle
None of them,
looks
man. You
over.
got to get them out. They're Xanathars, man. You don't want to fuck with that.
Yeah, Pickle looks over and he's like, listen, if you see anything like with a weird eyeball with the skull thing, whatever you want to call it, with the weird arrow coming off, just take it from me. You don't want to mess with them. I've been in the city for a little bit. They're bad news, and it's kind of weird for them to be attacking kind of in plain sight. So, yeah, just be careful. Watch your toes.
They don't seem so tough. Magum here mopped the floor with one of them.
yeah.
And that was impressive. Puts his hand like with one finger in the air.
I think letting them go was a worse idea because now they can go back to their boss and tell them who beat their ass. Should have killed them. At least they wouldn't have anyone to report to.
Hey, you're not killing anybody in my bar. I'm not besides that guy you killed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, like
no more,
gesture. I gesture over to the one guy who has burnt out eyeballs with both hands. I mean, you mean like that guy?
Yeah, their eyes are really literally bleeding as they left. Yeah.
Well, one of the
Pickle's
bandits
gonna
is dead.
Pickle's gonna look up at Dernan and be like, I mean, it's a good thing there's so much, Sturge blood. We couldn't differentiate in case somebody did die. There's no way to tell. And I kind of put my hands up and wave them in front of me.
You're not going to tell me how the City Watch operates. The City Watch, he looks around and points at some little gnome who's just staring at Dern, and he goes, Ma, you want to take a picture? You don't even know what a picture is, do you? You moron. Get out of here. Get out. And it's a little gnome with a little City Watch cap is like scurrying away, writing down notes as he does. And right about then, this funny looking fella. Oh. Some of y'all will recognize from other adventures such as Tomb of Annihilation. Huh? Volo! Oh, Volo strolls up to the bar and is just Durnin. Why didn't you introduce me sooner? What a fine band of adventurers I see here. Yeah, Durnin looks at him like they're just homeless people, man. Come on, you're just teasing them, man. Don't do it. What do you do? Durnin. Look, the figure who approached you strokes his mustache, adjusts his floppy hat, and tightens his scarf. Volo Thampgadam, chronicle, wizard, and celebrity at your service. I trust you've noted the violence in our fair city these past 10 days. I haven't seen so much blood since my last visit to Baldur's Gate. Now I fear I have misplaced a friend amid this odious malevolence. My friend's name is Floon Blagmar. He's got more beauty than brains, and I worry he took a bad way home a couple nights ago and was kidnapped. Or worse. If you agree to track him down with all due haste, I can offer you 10 dragons apiece right now, and I can give each of you 10 times that when you find Floon. May I prevail upon you and reward you for your very fastidious, your very grand service you just offered to both our establishment and our city in our time of need and desperation. That was truly fearsome. Might I impart upon you some of my good tidings?
Pickle is
Impart
just
your
gonna raise a hand up and point at the blood smears all over like the north and the northeast side of the bar and be like, 10 gold pieces? That's it. And then look to
Well,
his comrades.
that's just to take my offer. I just think that what you did was fabulous, and I just love to reward you if you can do a thing. I just have a need, and if you could help me in my time of need, I would definitely offer you my friendship and the kindness that can be measured in gold pieces. So I could pay you today.
If
10
you can
gold
do
pieces.
something well, never do it for free.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
All right, we'll help you find your flumaloom. You got any idea where we can look?
All right, Magum, are you taking the offer?
Yes, I'm in. Sounds like fun.
You gonna attack that beer again?
No, I let it go.
Oh, you did. Okay. You lose your magic. Okay. Well, guys, it is now 11 o'clock, and by taking this quest, we will kick into the next phase. We'll start the next session right from there. I think that's a perfect place to put a pin in it. You've now accepted a quest from the great and awesome Volo, and I'll explain all the details once we kick into the next session. I'll leave it as a surprise. How about that?
Sure.
Sound like fun?
When do you usually do workshops? I'd like to catch.
Just in between whenever I'm not doing campaigns. So just hang out, get to know people, and just show up in between those sessions. That's whenever we get enough people to do it, we'll do it. You never know when people are going to show up or not. But regardless, just read the books. You got to study. You got to learn this stuff. I mean, everybody else is definitely getting their stuff together, and you know everything you need to know to finish it up, and that's what's important. So if you need anything, there's all you got to do is ask. So
Yep.
And of course, 5e Tools is always a good resource.
yeah, and I'm not going to waste our very valuable campaign time with any one thing. That's definitely not a good use of all of our time. So you've got to take advantage of the opportunities, and they're all around. So just use them. So anybody else? Let's hear some feedback. How was that for you guys? How was that for you? We did a pretty good session, man. That was we did about an hour setup, and it's been 4 hours. It's a 5-hour session we just did. It's been since 7 o'clock, so fun. And
Yeah, that was
still
pretty good. I'm big fan of that little combat session, especially.
I love that setup right there. That's a lot of fun. I love that launch. That is so Matt Mercer. I really think he designed that specifically.
I mean, ever since I reworked everything back down to level 1, I've been having to think of what interesting shit can I do with the cleric at level 1? And then you threw like a bunch of enemies all clustered together, and I'm like, ooh!
That is the best use I've seen of that spell yet, actually.
Yeah, just keep smashing them. I think if they fail the save, they also get blinded. I think it could be wrong.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that would have been fun.
No, that's a different spell. Never mind.
Okay. Yeah. How's Twitch? Is there anybody out on Twitch? We got 5 viewers on Twitch. That's more than us. So there's definitely somebody on Twitch watching us.
It lists more than that in the actual users, but I mean, some of those are bots. I know.
What's that?
Like if you
Stanley is listening, trees out there. Yeah, I wanted to see if they were going to respond. They could Twitch chat at us. But yeah, I think the setup was smooth. I only had a few technical glitches on this end that I had to deal with really quickly, but they were not definitely not bad. It was kind of clunky. I was having a hard time doing what normally I do really quickly, but it's totally worth it. Totally worth it. It's been a fun learning experience.
I mean, next time I can always, show up a little bit early if you need to help setting up, just so you can have somebody to test on.
What's that?
Like if you need to test things, I can show up early next time.
It's up to you guys. Yeah, no, it's just normally I'm able to certain things I was trying to do. I'm usually able to do really quickly, and it took me longer than I normally do. And I've got the Twitch pressure on. I'm trying to put on the best show I can for Twitch. So because we're gonna look at it later. I mean, I gotta live with live with everything we do here. But anyway, how's everybody else feeling? I'd love to hear you guys' feedback. How was the session for y'all?
I enjoyed it. It's refreshing playing. I've never played. I don't often play the brutish kind of guys.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. It's fun.
I think I role played better when I was drunk.
Yeah, that's pretty much everybody, dude.
Yeah.
It's weird. It just like when I don't know, me personally, the more that I drink, I usually get more into it.
Well,
I had a lot
I
of
don't.
I had a lot of fun tonight. Like that was great. And
Yeah.
the map and everything that you built, dude, it makes it that much more immersive too. On top of it, it's a lot different than playing it on pen and paper. Somebody describing where you are and drawing a rough grid on a map. It makes
Yeah.
such a big difference.
Isn't it weird? It's so weird. I'm so in love with it, and I love the blood splatters. I love the huge freaking mess we made. Yeah. No, thanks for noticing that. I love it too.
All right, well,
I didn't
I
get to
gotta
kill
hop
anybody.
off.
I didn't get to kill any of the commoners, man. You guys went and saved them.
I think one
God.
died. Didn't one of them die?
No. I think you almost killed that one,
I
but
tried.
fucking pickle. Yeah. No, when I counted up the death save, she'd only failed. She had 2 and 2. She was on the cusp, and you pulled her through.
Okay.
So lucky you. You guys didn't have any mercs, but the bandits lost one. So there you go. Anyway, yeah, cool guys. It's been fun, and see you soon, y'all.
Yep. See you around.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
was fun. Have a good day, guys.
See y'all.